Here we go again. I mean, this is the truth show, and there's more. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, and there's more. Oh, I'm not done yet. I mean, this is the truth show. Oh, yes.
Hello, hello, hello. This is what you guys wanted. Here we go. You wanted me to come on my StreamYard here. Here you go. Here you go. Just waiting for more people to come up here and to share. What was that? Okay. And to share the link here. As soon as I figure out where it's at, there it is. Okay. Alrighty, and I'm putting it in the comment section. Hi, Quiet Storm. How you doing? There you go, hon. There you go, sweetie. Just to let you guys know, I like the other one. It's very artistic. It's pretty cool. I'm just saying, you know, but I'm willing to compromise. I'm willing to compromise. You know me. I'm a team player. Yeah. Let's do some conversating. Yes, let's do this. Now, getting back to what I was saying in terms of my idea. Oh, okay, Quiet Storm. That's you. Okay, here we go. We got Quiet Storm coming in the building. Yeah, just to get back to what I was saying in terms of how you doing, Quiet Storm? Can you hear me? Hi, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew?
Am I on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Hey. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Yeah, good. I can hear you just fine.
Okay. Now y'all can come up because I know y'all wanted to. All right, Jamal. How you doing, Jamal?
Evening, Keisha. Hey, what's going on, Quiet Storm? By the way, I still have much love and respect for you. I was just, you know, I have my position. I didn't like that. I'm like, no, I gotta fight against that. But no, I have much love and respect for you.
No problem. I have much respect for you too.
And by the way, I remember, since Keisha's a nerd, then she could appreciate what I'm about to say. But Richard Nixon, he used to say, you know, I don't argue with nobody I don't respect. And you hear a lot of people do that. I don't argue with no female, but I do find it a lot of fun to debate with women because, so I mean, certain types of women, you know what I mean? Like, because they're going to bring their own sort of organic perspective that at least when you put those together, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I like debates or disputes that like bring about some resolution that wouldn't be there if you didn't have those two things going back and forth against each other.
I agree. I'm the same way too. You know, as long as we can find a solution out of it, you know, I'm all for it.
Yeah, nobody finds a solution by themselves. But anyway, you go ahead, Keisha. Sorry.
No, I'm listening to you guys. I told Quiet Storm, you know, sometimes I will like to just sit back and let someone else host conversations. I'm not gonna lie. So I'll jump in if I have something to say. Continue, carry on.
Well, what's the subject matter? Because there's a lot of stuff going on, and I don't know what we're on agreement or disagreement on. Man, this thing is high. I use the ice pack. But yeah.
There is no subject matter. I literally just got on because I was bored. It's a Saturday. So there's no subject, it's just random topics. As you saw, I don't have. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a really good subject that we could talk about, you know, kind of wonder about anyway. Like, what's the whole deal with this new T app that's going on? It's like an app that's supposed to, I guess, basically warn of females of guys who might be on the down low, who might not be on the up and up the way they claim they are. And it's kind of gotten a lot of backlash to the point where now it's been hacked And a lot of females information who put these things out there on these guys, it's kind of back, like reversing on them to the point where, you know,
That's crazy.
A T app?
Their lives could possibly be in danger for putting them on Front Street like.
I have no idea. I never heard of T app. Have you heard of this T app, Jamal?
Can you hear me? Am I there? Am I not?
You cut out a little bit for a second, but I heard basically what you said. I heard about it just recently. I didn't know that that's what it was. Like officially, I'm in like one of the gayest cities in the world. So officially in public, no, I disagree with that, because then you could start doing that to certain females. Unofficially, oh yeah, because there's too many, you know, there's too many booty warriors out here. And basically whatever Pimp C said. Because a lot of these STDs going around, I don't want to take it back to the 80s. Far be it from me. I love that screen you use, by the way, with the that frequency screen. But I don't know. I think that that's definitely something that he's looked into, because you have a lot of these men out here, especially in particularly men of status. There's some reason they seem to be the main ones that become these woman hating. You know, they sleep with all kind. There's lots of women who sleep with lots of dudes and don't know nothing about men. But there's a disturbing number of men who sleep with a whole bunch of women and don't really care to know nothing about them. And the truth is because they don't really like them. And so because they really like, because who men are who they actually, you know, really respect and feel a solidarity to. They don't talk to their wife about nothing. They talk to the men. The wife, okay, honey, yeah. Go on. We talking right now. But yeah, man. I could never have no wife like that. Me and I are best friends. We talk about everything. We're gonna be, you know, a partnership. Like, would you treat your right hand man's like would a guy treat his right hand man's like that? Well, your wife is more serious than your right hand man. I'm talking from a man's perspective. So I'm saying all that to say this. There's too many dudes out here that are really faking it. And number two, I think that would be a great elimination of for a lot of the guys who are not, you know, who are not a women's first choice. I think that's a great way to eliminate our competition.
Yeah, if they come out of the closet and admit their sexual preferences or admit that they're bisexual, I think that would be good. You would think at this age, more men will be more upfront, but you still have the old school men who are willing to live in this lie, you know what I'm saying, until the day they die. Because
I don't respect that. If you're a macho ass dude, I don't respect that. You're supposed to be the big man. Like if you're like, especially if you're a guy of status, like imagine one of the OGs on the block and he knows this rapper dude, and this rapper dude knows this business guy, and this business guy knows this politician. And what all four of these guys have in common is that all of them is on the DL. Number one, that's messed up. Number two, Lord knows what else they could be involved in then, because now they're working undercover. So under the cover of being DL, now that opens up the lane to do a whole bunch of other stuff now. And so now you feel like you're in this group, you know, we're all together being DL, and we have high status people and respected men, and women think this, that, and the third of us. And really we're bussy warriors. And you know, and that's, I mean, you know, I'm not going to go there. I'll let Quiet Storm go here before I say the next one.
Yeah, I was just, you know, saying that I think a lot of these guys, their cover's blown, they're mad, and they just want to get some revenge. Now, the app that they made, they didn't put too much thought into like hyping up the security of it. So it made it kind of easy to hack and find out a lot of these women's addresses and their places of work, and you know, their just their personal business. But I think if they're going this far to try to get revenge, so-called, I think that pretty much says it right there, that they they have something to hide. They're very emotionally immature. They were a red flag from the very beginning, and a lot of these women didn't pay attention to that because they were looking maybe at the, I don't know, maybe the outer package instead of listening to what they were saying, how they were moving and whatnot. And I guess they were, with that app, it was trying to level the playing field a little bit,
Okay, who invented this app? Was it, is it the same people that invented the TikTok app, or is this some other site?
I think this was a different site altogether. And it was mainly used to try to help women out and, showing like, hey, this guy's on the down low, or he's an abusive person, or, just kind of looking out for the red flags in a relationship. And it turns out a lot of guys' profiles are on this thing and they're losing their shit over it.
Ooh, I need this app.
Yeah, I like that. But that makes sense, though. I mean, you can't say they're emotionally immature about it. I promise you, you become a person of status and somebody put out there that you're a lesbian and, you're a majorly respected woman, you go to church, I promise you, you're going to put that person in the ocean. Okay, so we're not going to say that. I mean, you went the step of intruding and find out they're gay. You have to deal with, you got to play, you play offense, you got to play defense. I mean, we can't get mad at them and say, they're immature and intrusive. They're finding out you found out their sexuality. They're about to find out your address. They're about to find out where your mama stay at and your auntie stay at. I mean,
right.
Look who you're dealing with.
But what about when it becomes more serious to the point where not only is this person on the DL, but they're spreading disease everywhere they go? Isn't that like concern enough to have their profiles out there?
I mean, that's exactly what Pimp C was talking about.
Warn people.
Hello, I think we had a disconnection.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that last one?
Yeah, you kept that.
I think Jamal said something about Pimp C.
Who, me?
Jamal said something about Pimp C, and then he cut off. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah, that's a Pimp C. Yeah, you cut out for a bit, yeah, what you just said there is exactly what Pimp C was saying right before he died. He was talking about all these rappers is gay. You affecting the pussy population with your sick dick and all this type of stuff. He went off. It was funny as hell. And Bun B wasn't laughing. And some of the other guys wasn't laughing. But the people in the room, they was cracking up. But some of the other rappers, they wasn't laughing about that. So, and next thing you know, he ended up dead.
Oh, wow.
You know what? Even Diddy, he hasn't officially came out and said he was bisexual, despite the ample amount of evidence that he is bisexual. So it's always that particular age group. I don't know if it's the people who were born, let's say before 60.
Gen X. You're talking about Gen X. Gen X is those kind of guys.
Yeah, exactly. They don't come out at all. I mean, I know a lot of church going men. Seriously, raised by the church, parents were preachers, pastors, whatever, and are gay as hell and will not even admit it. And were denied till the cows come home until they actually do some stuff that you're not comfortable with. I am telling you that right now. And
that's bad to have to live like that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's serious because you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. You try to tell these people. You be like, look, won't you just come out? This is a new age. Live in your freedom. Live in your free sexuality. I don't give a damn what sexuality you are, but don't waste my time. You know what I'm saying? Pretending to be what you're not. But they don't want to do that. They want to live in their false truth. They want to get a woman to hide their gayness or bisexualness, when on the side you both checking out the dude. I mean, it's freaking annoying. I'm telling you. But I don't know why they feel ashamed. I don't know because they're afraid they're going to lose friends or something. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're afraid they're going to lose their
well, obviously you're going to lose stripes. Because think about it, right? If you're a respected man, right? You're a man of status. Because a lot of the time, the DL guys be guys of that women like on our status. That's who I always knew I was being as DL. They have that in Chicago. It was suspicion that certain guys on this level of Jeremiah Wright, for example, they think these guys might be part of some DL secret society type shit. And What happened? Sorry, I was smoking. But yeah, they think they're on some. They was on some DL secret society type, some group, and you know, people who revealed was like the person who revealed that was who said that about
Wow.
Obama. He's
Jeremiah.
dead. Well, that's what I saw a little something about that. But I'm not gonna. Not enough for me to just come out like that. Because I did get baptized by him. My mom left that church. We don't believe in black mega churches like that. That's a whole nother topic I could get into about black excellence and all that. But I'm just saying, I got baptized by that dude, so I'm not about to just sit there and just jump out the window and go on him like that until there's more out there. But there was suspicion that guys on that level and him like him were on the DL and part of those groups.
Wow. Well, yeah, the booty club.
Yeah. I mean, but they're like, it's like a group of them, like a group of men that are, because the average man, I don't think knows about this. They would never suspect this. As a matter of fact, it's women who would start thinking that and start putting that out there before it would be men, unless there's men who are really in the know. Outside of that, you're not going to see. And dudes, people say women are the natural followers, but I feel like men and boys are more natural followers of another dude. Like they will follow another dude off of ideology. Man, you say something about this person, man, I swear to God, man, we'll come 30 deep and light this bitch up. You say anything, you do anything about this man, bro. He gave to the people. What did he do for you personally? What?
Exactly.
Man, don't say nothing. It's like men, especially black men, they get like, there's a lot of black men. They still see Diddy and these guys as their black leaders.
Which I
like they do.
That's a damn shame. Because overall, I feel like and this is just my opinion. I could be wrong and I could stand corrected, but just from the standpoint that I'm at in this world, I really do feel like this world is very anti-female. All over. I really do feel that way.
I don't know about that. I mean,
feminine
energy is pretty respected on this earth. I don't know if it is, but it's not.
Y'all ain't even comfortable with electing a female president.
That has no. Don't do that. Don't do that. There's lots of respected females. Democratic Party is corrupt. They pick the worst females you could possibly get.
You're not even comfortable with,
we
just
love
a woman
females
making more money
leaders.
than you, half of y'all. You're excluded from it. But it doesn't take away from the fact that there are many men out there that have a problem with women and female leadership.
I get that, but number one, females have been in leadership in almost every other country. The problem is America, and then particularly the Democratic Party, is really sick and they're messed up right now. And what they did was they picked. It's not about the female, or at the very least, because they lean into identity politics so much, it maybe became about that. But the thing is I don't believe that America electing a female president is that big of a deal. They could do it. It's just that you don't want to have a system that's controlled. And I think they take females being president for granted. Like, it's bound to be a female president sometime. The black president, Obama and Hillary, okay, we need this is new. We got to do this. But a woman president, we're going to get that at some point in time. So that's another thing. I think we take it for granted. I take it for granted. I feel like at some point we're going to get a woman president. It ain't no big deal. You know what I mean? It ain't no big deal.
Go ahead, question.
I just feel like the world will come to a straight end before that'll ever happen. That's just how I feel about that.
Oh my God. You sound like the older black folks. It ain't gonna never be no black president.
It should have happened a long time ago. It should have happened even longer, like that there be more people, and I hate to use this term, people of color though, as presidents.
I hate that.
There's been nothing but males, straight white males up until, Obama. And then when it comes to this one woman who wanted to become president, I'm not saying that she was perfect, but shit, she's a hell of a lot better than what's going on right now. Like,
no, she's not. No, she's not. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Number one, the whole situation in form. Number one, she would not answer questions. She's a flip-flop. She said she wouldn't do nothing different
Oh,
than Joe
wait.
Biden. She
No,
says
no,
that she
no,
resigned
no,
and she would have gave
no.
weapons to Ukraine. She would have gave weapons to Israel. I don't want to hear nothing about the women part.
As
She's
opposed to
well,
what the rest of these guys have done, which is way worse and still doing worse now. Are you kidding?
no. The reason why Trump won is because look,
He
politicians lie,
didn't win.
right?
He didn't win, though, Jamal.
He did
I mean,
win,
I'm
man.
sorry, I
Stop
have to say,
this. He won by a
no, listen,
landslide. You know he
listen,
did.
listen. No, no. Let me tell you, we talked about this before. Base this on facts, not on illusion, not on hypothetical or wishful thinking. Let's just base the facts here. Okay. Kamala Harris sold out stadiums. Matter of fact, 90% of Hollywood celebrities and their huge following was going to vote for Kamala. Okay, I'm not even done yet. And not only that, surprisingly, in the swing states, there were ballot boxes being destroyed. There were ballots being recounted spontaneously. Or not even that, they got the vote count within 4 fucking hours. It literally take days, not only days, but to have the mail-in ballots completely ignored. I know because mine, I didn't get a mail-in. I stood in line with my husband for 2 fucking hours, looked online, and my shit wasn't even counted. Right along with several other people who also stood in line. Why? Because I told them to stand in line because I was definitely advocating for Kamala. And they said their votes wasn't counted. These, I made an entire video with witness testimony who said their voting wasn't counted. Now, it has been evidence that Elon Musk and his little tech-savvy people rigged the election. No way in Sam hell Trump won by a landslide. That is physically impossible due to the protests that followed shortly after that vote was counted, due to the many protesters that shortly followed after that vote is counted, and still going on right to this day. Based on the evidence, Donald Trump did not win at all. He cheated his way in the White House, and I think he admitted that at a few freaking rallies that he cheated. No one wanted Donald Trump in the freaking White House, ever. Not a delusion is not on the Democrat side, it's the Republican side.
Never.
Because they're chauvinistic and biased, and they're still living this male-dominating freaking, I don't know, exterior or facade or dream world. And the reason why is because they are afraid of losing their masculinity and their dominancy and power when it comes to political views.
You really believe that?
No, it's the evidence. One of the first things they did was cut out abortion rights because they want to have control over female bodies.
Again, we can get into that situation. The problem, if you want to get mad at somebody for that, you want to know who you get mad at? Barack Obama. Get mad at Barack Obama.
I'm not getting mad at them. I'm stating the fact here. Our bodies has nothing to do with you guys. If that was the case, they need to put some limitations on men as well. Okay.
But here's the thing. Why don't you get mad at Barack Obama, though? He's the one that said, I will codify Roe v. Wade. Let me tell you what the truth is, okay? This is why I'm a progressive.
And I don't did not say that. I don't know where you get
No. He said he was going to codify Roe v. Wade. He said he's going to codify that so that way they would not be done away with. When they asked him about it after he became president, if that's on video, you can get evidence of that. You know what the man said? Well, it's not really a priority right now. Let me tell you what the real truth is. The Republicans weren't pump faking, the Democrats were. They wanted this issue to go back and forth. They could have been codified Roe v. Wade. We would never have that issue. But they didn't want to do that because they wanted it to continue to be a wedge issue. And but the problem is Republicans, some of them don't be pump faking. Yeah, the establishment ones do. They're not happy about it. But the ones who are the MAGA Republicans, they're not pump faking. And the real lefties don't get allowed a voice in the Democratic Party. And you know that. That's why they got the super delegates there. So as a result of that, that's how that situation came about. So yes, they've been wanting to do that for a long time. But the truth is the Republican Party establishment was never really planning to actually really do it. It's just that Donald Trump wasn't pump faking. Brett Kavanaugh's not pump. Clarence Thomas, he'll go wherever. But Barack Obama said he would codify Roe v. Wade. Congress could have done something about it. They did not. They didn't want to. And besides, that's an issue for the states. So Trump said there's not going to be no federal abortion. I don't agree with everything Trump does. I think these tariffs are stupid. I think a lot of other stuff he's doing is dumb. And he's not doing a lot of the stuff that he said he was going to do. He's focusing on the wrong shit. And Elon Musk is a clown. But as far as the election rigging is concerned, both of the, I mean, it's both salty talk. Number one. So all of a sudden now they're worried about all this stuff. They're rigging the election. Why the election system seemed to work fine when Obama ran. Same thing with the Republicans. Why the election system seemed, no, it didn't run fine when Bush won. But when Reagan, like the point that I'm making is everybody knew Trump was going to win. You have to have been a real delusional person. Number one, we knew Sleepy Joe. You knew Sleepy Joe was not going to get reelected. And Kamala Harris said, I'm not going to do anything different than what Joe Biden did. She wouldn't answer questions. She had less black support than Obama, Clinton, and Joe Biden. She had less black support than any of these people. That's also facts. You can look all that up.
The statistics did not say that she had less support from black people. Actually, majority of her support was from black people. And she was asked that question if she was going to run the White House like Biden. She said, and I'm going to quote, paraphrasing, though I do respect what he did, but no, I would not be running the same way. That is exactly what she said. Now, in terms of your Obama saying the codified thing back in 2009, I don't know why we're even having this old ass conversation. Yes, he did say that back in 2009. It's 2025. Are we bringing up old stuff because we don't have anything else to do to bring up some? Okay, let's bring up some old shit. Okay, fine, cool.
Because you can't history.
Let's talk about freaking Donald Trump. Yeah, let's talk about Donald Trump, the pedophile, the con artist, the friends with Epstein. Yeah, let's talk about him. And let's talk about Elon Musk too. Matter of fact,
and the Clintons too. They all are. They all are.
Only thing Clinton has connection with Jeffrey Epstein was the fact that Jeffrey Epstein donated a lot of money to his party. And not only that, he actually let Jeffrey Epstein, I know this because I did a deep dive. He let Jeffrey Epstein, I take that back. Jeffrey Epstein let Bill Clinton use his plane on several occasions. Matter of fact, they even did a trip of some charity thing in Africa with Chris Tucker. Because pedophiles love to do little, charity stuff to make them look whatever. That's the only connection that is with Bill Clinton. And he did a little party or something with some billionaire people who also donated to his fucking party. Only money was involved in charities with Bill Clinton. And that's the fact. Even though no women or youthful or whatever or minors came forward and said, okay, Bill Clinton did so-and-so. A few came forward and they said, no, he never touched me. The only thing he asked me to do is help him pick out something for his daughter. And that is a fact. So I don't know why they keep bringing Bill Clinton over some stupid fucking pictures. They need to get over that shit. They're just trying to have someone join their little stupid pedophile, rapist, chauvinistic, old ass value freaking party Republican, because that's what they are. Some freaking insecure fuckheads. And I'm going to put that shit on out there.
I agree with you on that one. But don't sit up here and act like the Democrats are all good guys. I mean,
no, they piss me off too. Some of them can really use a pop on the side of the head, like grow some balls already. Yeah, Kiki is definitely coming out.
Get rid of Nancy Pelosi, get rid of Harry Reid, AOC, make her be a real person and not a caricature. I like, Ayanna Presley. I like, I like those, Rashida Tlaib, some of those Democrats. I like Bernie Sanders. That's who should be president.
Who?
Bernie Sanders should be president. And we wouldn't have none of these problems.
I know Bernie Sanders should have been president a long time ago. I mean, damn, what is going on? He's getting older in age now. They need to have an age limit in terms of the age requirement for presidency.
I've been saying that for the longest time.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Yes. I mean, some cognitive, some kind of test that can test that they're with the times, because we won't be in the mess we are in right now if we didn't hire some narcissistic, dyslexic fucking asshole into the White House.
You mean Joe Biden?
No, I mean Joe Biden. Ha ha ha. I'm talking about Donald Trump, the grade A clinical diagnosed narcissist. Okay, and dude got some serious learning disabilities. We're not talking about an entire day he's not cognitive or he's not, coherent. That's normal. We all have those days. I have those days. He's a fucking idiot. And if you are still supporting him, Jamal, I'm gonna start looking at you side-eye, man, because you sound very intelligent to still be supporting Donald Trump even after everything you heard about this man.
Because because I'm a progressive. I'm furious at the Democratic Party, and
How
I
are you
felt
furious
like
at
they
the
need.
Democratic Party and not your own party? You're the one making a mockery of this. I don't understand your support system, man. And you have a daughter who's an Aquarius?
Yes, and we're aggressive. We don't trust these guys. I'm in Canada now. I'm from Chicago. I support the NBA. I don't like commercial. I don't respect commercial parties. And the problem with commercial liberals and commercial black people like Roland Martin and these goofy dudes like that, you're never going to go nowhere with them. You're going to keep spinning in a circle, in a circle, in a circle, in a circle, in a circle forever. That's why Charles Barkley said black people have been voting Democrat for 40 years and they're still poor. Or poor people have been voting Democrat for 40 years and they're still poor. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to these, they all are corrupt. You got the Democratic convention. They don't let no Palestinians get on stage. And Trump, even though he's a Zionist, so I'm not going to sit there and act like I expected him to be that much better than Joe Biden with that. But he definitely said he got tough with Zelensky. I wish he would have done that to Netanyahu.
Quiet, son, what you say?
I said Trump is a psychotic.
Yeah, he is.
And I can't even believe that people still believe him. They all are. Absolutely, they are. And the fact that, you've got still people who believe that Democrats and Republicans are two different parties when they're both sides of the same fucked up coin. And if we're getting the same types of people because they're all in cahoots with each other. Like, I don't understand it. We should have done away with this entire political party a long time ago. And we should have started our own a long time ago. And it's so frustrating to see like these inept, inhumane people, and I say people loosely, just run the damn country and people into the ground because Trump, let's be honest, he's nothing more than a modern day domestic terrorist posing as a goddamn president.
Boom, mic drop. She tells the truth. Give her props. She's telling the truth. Give her props.
Okay, I get that part, and I understand that. The thing is that for the first time in my life, in 2024, because I wasn't watching. Number one, it's the people on the right that want to talk about Epstein and all that. Never wanted to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it now. And so, number one, I'm watching guys like Anton Daniels, who I don't often agree with, and I was watching Melanie King, and they just kept, and it just started seeping into my head, and I just started to notice the increasing hostility towards black men. And once I started to see that, I'm like, okay, all right. So this is how these guys want to play it. We're not worth nothing to them no more. All right. So then I started to see other stuff and other stuff and other stuff. I'm like, hold on. Y'all willing to co-sign all this other stuff as long as this person is doing it. I don't see anything being done for the hood. I don't see nothing being done for the hood in Chicago. I don't see, I see a lot of these wars still going on, and they don't want to say nothing about that. And so, and I see extreme hostility towards black men. And at that point, I'm like, no, they need to get, like, whether it be Kerry Champion and Jamel Hill, the first time when Joe Biden won, and we want to know all the black men out there who did not support Joe Biden. I was like, what? First of all, black women, respectfully, right? We love you. We respect you. But who are you talking to? Don't ever come at us talk about we want to know all because otherwise you're going to lose even more support talking like that. And then Obama pointing his finger at black men. That got me really upset. So I felt like they needed to know, like, bro, don't play with us like that again. Okay. We can live through this 4 years, but no, don't ever do that again. And the next time we do need to change this Democratic Party and get some younger people in it. I want Pelosi and these guys to get cleaned out. Hakeem Jeffries is a sellout, and he cares more about Israel than he does about black people.
Facts. I agree with everything you just said, to be honest.
I agree as well.
He takes a ton of money from Lockheed Martin. Again, Republicans, we know them. We know how they get down. But I like certain Republicans because they're willing to say stuff that's kind of unorthodox. And the new crop of Republicans, they don't like what's her name, Macy, whatever. These guys do not bite their tongue at all. Like they will say it. So it's like get some people on the left, maybe like Quiet Storm or you, Keisha, who will say the same thing, and they will say whatever they got to say and not bite their tongue.
Yeah, we definitely. Go ahead, Quiet Storm. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if I ever got into politics and I ever got blessed enough to be in the highest office of the land, baby, I'm gonna clean goddamn house. I am going to clean house.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh my God. I would make things so fucking fair. Like people would hate my fucking guts. They really would. I would be so damn fair, and I would get rid of every single crooked motherfucker in that damn office. Best believe it. Best believe that.
Yeah.
But the deep state is still real, though. I mean, they would still push you and say, "Hey, Quiet Storm, you need to do this war. Hey, Quiet Storm, you're not going to just back out of this, right? But just to give some money to black people? Come on, you don't want to end up like Kennedy, do you? You don't want to end up like Trump, do you? We know some things about you."
And I would say, you know what? You go ahead, you do what you feel you have to do. But before you think you can try one
you broke up a little bit, Quiet Storm.
And
yeah, you're cutting out.
Pull a JFK, you're gonna have to go through my spirit team first. Because I stay prayed up early to speak on it.
You know what it is? I believe I know where you're coming.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
I agree with you 100%, Quiet Storm. I agree with you 100%. But I was trying to evaluate Jamal and why he likes the Republicans. You mentioned a lot of characteristic attributes, and you mentioned blank honesty. I think that's where you are basically coming from. You don't like the hold back the tongue and so much conservativeness or deceivement when it comes to the Democratic Party. You like the blatant talk that Republicans have when it comes to democracy, even though having shit they say sound like some overgrown frat people. But I agree with you. The Democrats do need to take some of their characteristic attributes and start being rude and seriously, blatantly honest like the Republican people. The Republican, they fight dirty, even though it's not fair, and they only think about themselves. But at least they get out there and fucking fight, even though it's completely immoral. But they get out there and do something. The Democrats always want to go by the book, even though you can go low and lower and lower. You have to go high. Fuck that high shit. Go lower, but at least go legal and right. Because the Republican Party have no freaking problem of going fucking low and having time to right or legal, but they fucking do it. They still get shit done. That's the thing that annoys me about the Democratic Party. And I'm not really to any party. I'm more of an independent. But however, I do agree with you on those particular characteristic attributes, because you mentioned that a lot in terms of why you like the Republican Party. However,
and pass a left-wing agenda. Let's get Medicare for all. Obamacare is watered down, weak sauce that he didn't campaign on. Go do Medicare for all. Do universal health care like Canada and all these other countries have. Do something for the homeless.
What they have in Canada?
Universal health care.
What is it?
They have free health care.
Oh, it's free?
Really?
Yeah.
So
every UK, Canada, Bernie Sanders not lying. All the developed countries have it except for America. And even in the second world country, Cuba, all those countries have free health care. Like, I don't know why America is a cutthroat, capitalist, money-hungry, dirtbag country that's really made for the underworld and for people who are willing to break the rules, who are smart and skilled.
We definitely need to change some things. That's why other countries are moving forward, because we have these people who comes into office and they're still trying to hold on to the past regime instead of moving forward. That's when the cognitive and age requirements should definitely come into play. They should definitely put that into play. But let me read this person comment. Anwan said this 513, sorry. He's thick as a guy. He said, it's funny how the guys talk. Can y'all see the comments like me?
No, let me see.
Okay, it said
Let
it's
me
funny
see
how
what.
the guy is talking about what Democrats did. However, he had nothing to say with Trump being president and everything that is happening in front of our eyes. He said that
All
before.
they
He
talk
said,
about is Trump. We know, we know, we know, we know, we
he put
know,
that.
we know. He's in the
No,
mob. He's
no,
connected to the mob. We know all this stuff already.
no. He put this comment in before you clarified, some of the things you disliked about Donald Trump later on. He put that comment up before we start
I
talking
mean,
about.
because I feel like the Donald Trump is bad. It's been beat over the head 100,000 times, whereas the Democratic corruption is not. Because then you're not getting. Because otherwise, you're like, well, then why come things aren't getting fixed now, and how come they're not blocking certain kind of legislation? And then you realize, oh, these guys are in cahoots. Some of these members of Congress, they don't have a problem with Donald Trump being president. Those Democrat members of Congress, because he's going to vote them. They are the rich, so they don't care. He's going to lower tax cuts, which I think is a bad idea, and it's increased the deficit. But
He
you
don't care
know,
about. So he never cared about a budget in his damn life. That's why he. I'm gonna be real. We was talking about this before. I know. Quiet Storm and I and another lady who I guess she's not available. We were talking about this on one of our last live shows when we were trying to come up with some conclusion on why Donald Trump is being praised cult-like and why people tend to forget what he has done, or just let it go. Do you believe in the age of Aquarius? Do you believe in the ages, Jamal? I just want to know where your mind is when it comes to that.
I've learned to believe. The thing is that
Okay.
I grew up Christian. I have these feelings in my heart, but I couldn't express them. And the kind of family that I was a part of, they wouldn't let me. So these
Oh,
things kind of lie really, really dormant in me. So yes, I do believe in the ages, but probably for not as long as you guys have, because I didn't embrace it, I didn't stand on it, and I didn't really like. But now I understand what it's about. I see it, the divine feminine. Like I respect that stuff because that is there. It's just that it's not, for whatever reason, in the biblical text that we have, it doesn't address that. And but as far as like the age of Aquarius, yes, everything's being revealed about everybody. And by the way, Naomi Campbell has been on those Epstein files. So all kinds of people. And a
oh
lot of our,
yeah.
and
Yes,
she's been
yes.
dirty. She was working with Charles Taylor with the blood diamonds and all that. I mean, she's really dirty. Like a
Yeah.
lot of these people in this yard. And that's why I'm not down with black excellence at a high level. From a grassroots level to a mid level, I'm okay with black excellence. From a higher level, no, because I don't trust that those guys are really looking out. They're wearing the face, but in reality, they just do what their white masters tell them to do. And a lot of them don't even care about or like black people no way. They just use them. I don't
Right.
think, and I think a lot of what I'm talking about. Those black people that they want to be the only black person living on the street with a bunch of white people. That's what they get off on. So
Mm.
that's how I see a lot of those people.
I'm definitely not one of those people, but I do
But you,
understand
you
where
know
you're
who I'm
coming from.
talking about. You've
Yeah,
seen those guys before.
yes, I have. Yes, I have, and it's very odd. But in terms of the new age, me, Quiet Storm, and a few other people, we came to conclusion the reason why Donald Trump has been praised the way, and I gotta admit, I just recently got into this whole age thing. I think last year, the middle of last year, I started learning a little bit more about it. Not sure how, but I became fascinated and studied it real hard. And then I realized that this age has been pretty much happening throughout our entire history. The age of Pisces was when Christianity pretty much came into flow. And before the age of Pisces, it was the age of Aries. And that was pretty much when Greek, mythology, whatever you want to call it, was definitely fascinated and blah, 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 and fights and wars and whatever. Like in Aries, they love fighting. And then before then, it was the age of Taurus. The Taurus is an earth sign, so a lot of the big conglomerate statues and buildings and earth and agriculture was definitely fascinating. Egyptian identities was definitely fascinating. A lot of them wore the horns because that was definitely represented for the age of Taurus. And then you see these ages, in the Bible. They're revealed in the Bible. Remember Moses stopped them from praising, what was that, what was he?
Golden calf.
Exactly. Was it a cow?
Golden calf. Yeah, a calf. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Golden calf.
Because he was bringing into the new age. He was pretty much ushering into the new age, and then he kind of faded off there. But the point I'm trying to make is this age stuff is definitely true. And then the age of Aquarius, which is the water barrier, but it's an air sign. So the elements are they're both there, not both there, but both there. And what I realized is that although the veil is breaking and it's definitely shattering like you wouldn't believe, however, the essence of the Pisces age is definitely lingering. I mean, take a look at this. I made this little short video. It's AI generated, by the way. My words is AI generated. Give it a play. What's going on with this video? Hold on just a second. Not this one. As soon as I get the video to play, here we go. This is the video right here.
The sound isn't on.
By the way, I'm just in the kitchen cooking, so if you don't hear from me, I'm just cutting something up.
Okay. Keisha, I don't hear any sound from the video you're playing.
Really? You said you don't hear the sound?
I don't hear it neither.
Y'all don't hear the sound, really?
No, I don't hear the sound. I see the video, but I don't hear the sound.
Oh gosh. Okay. I was hearing it here. That's strange. Hold on for a moment to make sure my audio is good for, let's see here. Internal speakers built in. Okay. Let me try it again here. Can y'all hear now?
No.
No.
Okay. Hold on. Let me do something right quick. I'm going to, hold on. No, but basically it was saying the old age Pisces, even though it's Pisces, the opposite of Pisces is Virgo. But the other two signs that also had a huge cosmic effect was Sagittarius and Gemini. So those four signs definitely had a cosmic help in terms of a lot of things that they got away with. If you notice, Donald Trump, he's a Gemini, but I believe Donald Trump, he's a Gemini and he's Sagittarius, White Quiet Storm, and I think his rising is a Leo. So in the new age,
he's a Leo rising,
right?
Sag moon, Gemini sun. Yeah.
So with the new age, which is Aquarius and opposite of Aquarius, Leo, but the other two signs that also has a cosmic effect for this new age is Taurus and Scorpio. And as you guys didn't hear it, Donald Trump he has a rising Leo. So that's why he kind of has the same effect because of that Leo rising. But it's just the rising, and rising just means a sprinkle of that sign, characteristics, attributes, not completely dominate or half that sign. So with this new age and being authentic is definitely a must. That's why a lot of things that he's done in the past are currently coming into fruition because of this new age. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse for him. he is definitely going to be exposed. He is definitely going to fall on his own sword. He is definitely going to be looking at Judgment Day right along with the rest of them fools. I'm going to put that shit on out there. And the reason why Jeffrey Epstein is being talked about in such obesity is because, believe it or not, Jeffrey Epstein is an Aquarius, you know, and even though he's a monster, he was a monster, him being Aquarius makes his story so, so infatuated and so, needed to talk about, because I guess the essence of his sign is probably definitely lingering for really sick reasons. But I'm glad it is being talked about, because it definitely answers a lot of questions, and a lot of people are definitely scared, predominantly the Republican Party. And I hate to say that, Jamal, but they are really trying to hide those Epstein files.
Well, I'm not Republican, but I do feel like that's okay. I like Donald Trump more than I like the Republican. If it was Mitt Romney, I would be right with you.
I am questioning your morals, man. You
Well,
like
no. Let me get to the essence of why. Because number one, in order to be a Trump supporter, either A, you have to believe in a male renaissance, or B, you have to be so fed up and so jaded and so like, I'm so done with the system that I want a guy who's just going to be a wrecking ball, wreck everything, and then he's going to end up crashing out himself. That's what I think about Donald Trump. I think he's going to wreck the entire system, and then he's going to crash out himself. And then now you can start things anew. That's what I was wondering. It's not so much that I'm thinking that he can save America, though he could possibly do it if he was really about that life.
Doing it.
My whole question is, why does he even need to wreck any damn thing anyway? Because all of this proves is that the bad parts of history just keep on goddamn repeating itself. And who the hell wants that?
I know.
Why would you not want this system to be wrecked? The whole
I want it to be dismantled. I want people like him. I want people who are corrupt, definitely, to be taken out of power for sure. But this ain't the way to go about doing it. A lot of innocent people are going to be losing their lives and livelihoods. And I don't think you fully understand that.
Then that's not, to be fair. Again, I don't want to be, I can't, there's nobody MAGA on here to talk. So I have to kind of just say, because my parents, as in my mom and stepdad are conservative. My dad, he was a pollster, and he was the Black Panthers, but he had his issues as well. But like, so the point that I'm making is that, like, I know how those kind of people are thinking, and I know what they're thinking. I know how evangelical Christian conservatives, white conservatives think. I know how these, and by the way, you could kind of, I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but Donald Trump is also kind of the leader of the manosphere red pill too, right? He's kind of like anybody who's manosphere red pill. They have, they look at Donald Trump like he's like sort of the way your grandmama got Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Elijah Muhammad, their picture up in the house as they're telling you what to do and telling you how things should go. And so, and I'm definitely not down with red pill or manosphere, but I'm really beginning to learn, looking at Republican Party through that lens as opposed to the Christian conservative or the Wall Street guys is a much different trip. And I feel like the mainstream Democrat, I can't watch MSNBC. I can't stand Roland Martin. I can't stand Van Jones. I can't stand those chicks on The View. I think like Bill Myers. I love Bill Meyer. I think, like he said, they're a bunch of mean girls. I'm just tired of them. So, but I do.
All of it too, personally, but I think even more, like, to your point, what Trump represents is nothing more than, if you're looking at it from a psychological standpoint, Trump is nothing more than a broken, wounded, very wounded person who has not dealt with any of his traumas. And he takes that anger and just throws it out on everybody else around him. I mean, this man has severe mother issues, severe father issues. Like the dude has issues, and he has not dealt with that. And this is what happens when you get a lot of power as somebody who's mentally, emotionally, spiritually broken. and then they just get let loose all over the world. And this is what happens. He is like a living hand grenade, blowing
I agree.
everybody up, and nobody's doing or saying a damn thing about it.
Because number one, a lot of them are fed up and they want something different. And number two, this is what I don't understand, especially from celebrities. Why are we acting so brand new about Donald Trump? Like, haven't we all known this guy our whole life?
No,
Like, you know what I mean?
that's what I was
We've known
trying to
this guy our whole
tell you.
life.
That's what I was
I
trying to
knew
tell
that
you
he
about
was
this
bad.
age.
I
That's what
knew
I was
he
trying
was
to tell you.
horrible.
Yes, yes, but it got overlooked. That's what I was trying to tell you about that the age of Pisces. That
Right.
he represented two elements of that age. He was man, I don't think the sound of my browser is gonna work, so I'm not gonna be able to bring it up. Oh well. Anyway, I don't care.
Like, you hear all these rappers bragging about Donald Trump, this, Donald Trump, that, Donald Trump. You heard all throughout throughout the 90s and 2000s. Donald Trump was like, I don't understand why Jay-Z don't like me. And I didn't understand why Jay-Z don't like him either. Because if you listen to Jay-Z's raps pre-Beyonce and you look at Donald Trump's life in the 80s and 90s, and like, what is the difference? There's no difference.
Rewind. You said Jay-Z doesn't like Donald Trump, or he likes
No,
Donald Trump?
Donald Trump said he didn't understand why Jay-Z didn't like him. He thought they were cool with each other. And I could understand why
As far
he
as
would
I
think
knew,
that,
they were, yeah.
because they were like they all been hanging with each other. Like Eminem trying to come out against that. They've been hanging with each other. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm wondering why, like Oprah, there's pictures of 100 pictures of Oprah and Donald Trump going back to the 80s. So I don't understand, why are they acting so brand new with this guy? And why did he even think that he could act brand new? I'm thinking, who is this MAGA racist dude? Like, you're a country club dude. You basically are living out Jay-Z's rhymes before he got with Beyonce. Like, just think about Jay-Z's music videos. That is Donald Trump's life. Like, they're
Right.
essentially the same people.
Well, that's what
So
I was trying to tell
Yeah,
you. I
pretty
was trying to tell you that old age is, well, the passing age of Pisces is the reason why that stuff got overlooked. I mean, it definitely had a cosmic effect on a lot of freaking people. That's why you see a lot of people coming out with, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice that I was singing this song back in the day. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know this is going on. And I was listening
Yeah.
to it and watching this. Oh my
yeah,
God. Yeah, because the old age of Pisces is it's a age of hope, false hope, a lot of veiled stuff. I mean, but the point of the matter is that's why all his shit got overlooked, because Donald Trump represented Gemini and Sagittarius, which is one of the two signs of that old age. So he had a double dose of this
well, he
deception.
represents America. I mean, he represents the
He
personality of
represents the
America.
old America that we're trying
He
to get past. He represents the
he
old
represents the
Jim
worst.
Crow part of America. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're trying to
He
move.
represents the haves, the haves versus the have-nots. He represents
Exactly.
that, the very selfish, very greedy, very corporate minded, very dictator minded
Mhm.
individual who feels like if you don't have what I have, you're not as good as me. You belong down here. He doesn't believe in sharing of the wealth. He does not believe in unity. He does not believe in empowering people and making them better. He believes in saying, I'm better than you. And if you don't have what I have, then you're right over there. You don't belong over here in the cool kids club. That's his mindset. I knew
Isn't
that
that America's mindset?
in a ways, yeah, a lot of ways.
Yeah,
And that's fucked up.
always, yeah.
It's really fucked up because I knew that he wasn't worth shit when he went after that old lady to try to take her house, to try to
I know.
like build like what a parking lot for his casino or something like
Oh,
that.
but Trump, yeah, yeah.
I knew he wasn't shit then. He lost though, thank goodness. But
Yeah.
still that just shows you the mindset that he has.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Yeah, but
even bragged about how many politicians he corrupted. He put money in Kamala Harris' pocket.
Yep.
that
Yeah.
was that age. Let me see if this works, guys. That was that age. That was that age. It definitely put a wool over a lot of our heads. Well, not my head, but because I never cared about him honestly, but it definitely put a wool over a lot of people's heads. I mean, people was praising Bill Gates despite his depopulation, plague, bioengineered, genocidal freaking tendencies, and they're still they were praising Bill Gates, but a lot of them are saying Bill Gates needs some serious freaking help. He's next in line, you know.
Yeah, he's so obsessed with sticking needles in African kids' arms. That's kind of weird.
That's very weird.
Yeah, and he has this obsession with depopulation, you know, and bioengineer. You know, he has this huge bioengineered farm that he has a huge partnership with Audis. So, and out of that, so he is sick. The man has some serious genocidal freaking tendencies, and he just going under the radar, and no one seems to notice anything or fucking care. Let me see if this works, you guys. Hold on.
He's a really boring dude.
Can y'all hear it now?
Wondered why Trump
yeah, we hear that.
Such cult.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you guys were talking because that gave me time to mess with this thing. Okay, here's what I was trying to tell you about Donald Trump, Jamal. And whoever's listening, I don't even know. The numbers are never accurate, so I have no idea who's listening to this.
Ever wondered why Trump commands such cult-like devotion? It's cosmic. As a Gemini Sagittarius, Trump perfectly embodies the waning two parts of Pisces, Virgo, Gemini, and Sagittarius astrological passing era, giving him a double dose of cosmic energy and a thicker mask of deceit. That's how he's gotten away with so much. But here's the twist. We're now in the age of Aquarius, which also includes Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus, where truth reigns supreme. Yet Trump still carries an element of Leo, which explains his lingering power. The cosmic veil is thinning, though. In this new age, authenticity is demanded, and masks must fall. Without genuine substance, even Trump's cosmic advantage can't save him from eventual exposure and failure. Ever wondered why Trump...
Which is currently what's happening to Diddy, he's a Scorpio. Even though he carries elements of Scorpio, he still is failing because he's not authentic, and a lot of his secrets are definitely coming out. If you're not true or authentic or just in your true nature, you're going to be exposed. That's all it is to it. I don't care what cosmic effect that you have. And believe it or not, the reason why Beyonce is still famous because she's a freaking Scorpio. You know, she have Scorpio.
She's a Scorpio moon. I'm a Scorpio moon too. I'm a Capricorn. Even though but I feel like I could get along with her because I like practically worship Virgo female, and I'm a Capricorn, and I'm a Scorpio moon and Capricorn rising. So I have no dog in the fight. I'm the last age anyway, so I don't have no dog in the fight. I mean, I do have a dog in the fight. I shouldn't say that. I do, but I'm just saying that part doesn't bother me.
Well, what people need to understand about their and I'm not a astrologist or anything of the nature. I don't do the Neptune, Pluto, and that house. I don't do none of that crap.
I'll be watching. Let's try to study. It's tough.
Yeah, I don't want to state it either because I am a flat earther and I don't believe in that Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and whatever.
Get with Kyrie. Sorry, you need to marry Kyrie.
What? Who is that?
You need Kyrie Irving.
Who is that?
The NBA player, NBA star. Who?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I stopped caring about. I like basketball. Don't get me wrong. I used to play basketball. I used to for like 3 months, and then long story. Never mind. Long story. Another goddamn day. Another damn day.
Yeah.
But the point of the matter is, my daughter's father was a basketball player, and a lot of bad memories with that. So I kind of stopped caring about it somewhat after that whole little thing went away. And my ex-husband, who I was only married to for like 2-3 months, got the marriage annulled. He was a football player, and a lot of bad memories with that too. That is true. You do attract what you fear, which is crazy. Anyway, so
you wanted the high value men. That's the high value men for you. You got the men that every woman wants. So hey,
no, it wasn't that, Jamal. It was just they were both violent. That's what I'm saying. You attract what you fear. But yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. But the football thing is that you know, and then it was a lot of bad memories with that. So I stopped caring about football because it reminds me of that. I know it is probably the disconnecting kind of thing I have going on here, but it helped me cope with a lot of things. And I don't mean to take this conversation sour, but I was just thinking about that. Um,
But Kyrie, long story short, he got in problems in the NBA. He's known for being a diva, but he's a flat earther. He went up against the COVID mandates, and it caused him a lot of problems. And so he lost his Nike deal. Then he reposted the video, Hebrews to Negroes. So then that's when basically the Zionist mob, they came after him. He lost his Nike deal and all of that. But he's still playing. He's still playing in Dallas. He's still flourishing. But yeah, that's what Kyrie is. He's very, very, very deep into spirituality.
How does he look?
He's a decent looking guy, and he's very different. He's weird. Not weird like that, but like a lot of these NBA players dress kind of zesty. But he's just like, he has like native type of, like, he wears native earrings sometimes. He a lot of people think he'd be doing too much, but like, he stopped the game. Like, he was supposed to be playing a game. He went to go talk to what's her name from Sex and the City in regards to like prison, right? There's something along those lines, some kind of legislation or some kind of whatever. And I forget what's her name from Sex and the City, what political position she holds in New York. But yeah. So he's known for that kind of stuff, and he's always a contrarian. He's always going against the grain, and so that's why I said maybe you should get with Kyrie, because he's a flat earther. People clown him all the time and say, "Were you looking through Kyrie book of maps?"
Kyrie, what you think about that?
Kyrie Irving.
You know how I feel. You know, I honestly, I don't know. You know, get back to me on that.
You love Kyrie. Trust me, both of y'all would love Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving.
Irvin?
No, Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie.
Kyrie. That's his first name.
Okay. Oh, Irvin. Oh, okay. Got it. Let's see here. Oh, this dude.
There he is, right there.
Okay.
The second you see his face, you're going to instantly know what kind of dude he is. He's not like the average black dude.
Interesting.
He's eccentric.
He does. If you listen to him talk, he comes off arrogant. He's, he's a difficult person. They don't like to deal with him, but like a lot of his teammates respect him. He's his own man, And if you look on his IG, he's very cosmically sensitive. Do COVID, do Kyrie vaccination. That's when he really built his name, and the NBA went after him. That's why he got his name.
Doesn't he give you some air sign elements? Quiet Storm, the individual.
Definitely.
The lone wolf kind of thing. I swear he's giving me that kind of vibe.
Like,
I'm trying to think. I can't remember Kyrie's sign.
I'm about to
but
find
he
out.
definitely he looked like his sign 100%.
How you look like his sign? You don't even know his sign.
You'll see.
Well, not for nothing, but some Pisces do look like fish. Not gonna lie, they do. And
my
some
son is
of them are
a
really
Pisces.
She said like fish.
They do. They do.
Nope.
What is
this
it?
dude, girl? He's
Aries.
an Aries and a freaking Cancer. Remember, your sun and moon is who you are. Your sun is the day you, and the moon is night you and hidden you. So when you just can't say I'm just a sun, no, you both sun and moon. So you got to tell people I'm Aquarius and a Leo, and you are. And you said you was a.
I'm a Sag, and I'm a Cancer rising, but Sag, Gemini moon.
Yeah, and
I'm Capricorn, Scorpio moon, Capricorn rising.
Okay, so you are Yeah.
Ascendant sign.
Scorpios.
I'm Capricorn. I'm born January 7th, but I'm
So you're
Scorpio moon.
So you're Capricorn and Scorpio. So you
Yeah,
tell people.
and Capricorn ascendant. I've double dosed.
Oh wow, that's nice, nice, nice. No, nope, 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 nope. Don't get along with Aries. Don't get along with Aries. Nope, 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 nope.
His birthday is 2 days after my stepdad. Our Aries people come off as fought like the perfect like soldiers.
They come off. Nope, nope, nope. I knew when I looked at them, I had a bad vibe. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry,
No,
I
they
have bad
don't.
history. The Aries
They
are.
come off as know-it-all.
Yeah,
They
that's
love
exactly what he
drama.
is. He's
They
a
love
super
drama.
know-it-all.
And they love drama.
Yes, he loves drama. Every team he's on, he says stuff in the media like, "We don't even need a coach. We don't even need this. We could do this. This. Like he's that kind of dude. He kind of cocky, and he likes to affront his teammates and shit like that. But like you know what I mean? Like look at all this stuff. That's who he is. He's big into it. Who's to say he's not listening to you right now?
I can't. Nope. I can't get along with Aries. I get along with Capricorn. Capricorn is supposed to be my soulmate sign, but I can't get along with no Aries. I'm sorry. Can't fuck with it. Can't do it. Sorry.
You're a Virgo or you're Aquarius?
Me either. My ex.
You talking to me or Quiet Storm?
Well, I'll talk. Well, you first, Keisha, but yeah, quiet after because she said who she was, but I can't. I was looking at something. You said you're Aquarius and Leo. You said
yes, I'm Aquarius and Leo.
That's awesome. My daughter's Aquarius, and she's Capricorn. She's Aquarius and Capricorn, and then whatever. Yeah, but yeah. So, but yeah, would you say you were a quiet storm?
She's a Sag.
I'm a Sag sun, Cancer rising, Gemini moon.
So supposedly our rivals are Cancers. My baby mother's my youngest son's mother is a Cancer. By the way, my youngest son is a Scorpio, but she's a Cancer. And I said that we're supposed to be our rival signs. We gotta call them rivals because my dad was a Cancer, and we were constantly butting heads. And he butted his head the most with my older brother, who's January 5th. And she said, no, we complement each other. I love Cancer women. Like, I love Cancer. I have great respect for them. They're great opponents.
People. Yeah, they're very family-oriented people, Cancer. They definitely a true element of family. They love family. They love unity, things of that nature, sharing. They can be a little bit clingy sometimes. But
I can say, I've had moments of that for sure. But
Cancer males, that's a different story.
Definitely.
Oh yeah. Hold on, back up. Hold on, because you keep saying it very different, quite some. You a Sagittarius and a Gemini?
A Gemini moon. I'm a Sagittarius.
But you're a Sagittarius sun.
Yeah.
So you're a Sagittarius and Gemini. If you're your sun and moon is who you are. That's who you are.
Oh, you're Cancer ascendant.
Yeah, ascendant is just sprinkled. The ascendant is just a sprinkle of that element, but dominant is your sun and moon. It's like day and night. So you just tell people I'm a Sagittarius and a Gemini and an ascendant.
And my Pisces is midheaven, if that counts.
Oh,
I know that is. Yeah.
I don't look at all that stuff. Y'all be going way too far with all that stuff, man. The midheaven and the fifth moon in the house and stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, then the third house, the fourth house. Yeah, that gets confusing, but like it's interesting stuff. It tells the truth about you.
It does, but I just don't want to learn that right now. I'm learning too many other things at this current moment.
Yeah, I know it's tough. You didn't grow up with it. It's tough. I learned all this stuff from women. I didn't learn this. No, there's men that know this stuff, and then they know the other type of stuff too. The oh man, the stuff from India. The other astrology.
Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to graduate to. When I get over that, oh man, I'm that dude. I would have a YouTube channel right now.
And I'll tell you this.
What?
I'm not really big on the houses and things like that. I'm vaguely kind of familiar with it, but I do know that my house, where my moon is in the 12th house. And the 12th house apparently is of, secret enemies and shit like that, which really does explain why, I kind of keep my circle small to begin with. So yeah.
Interesting.
Definitely something to look into.
Yeah, but you are said so you had a double. You was just like Donald Trump. You had the double dosage of this passing age of Pisces. No wonder you are seriously done with it. You know, you have this element like I am so tired right now. You're probably very isolated at the moment.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
I definitely am.
The drama and attraction, because when you have that double dosage, now you could be a true narcissist just like Donald Trump and embrace that shit and have some godlike tendencies and just think you the god or whatever. Okay, that's all good. But then there's other people who don't have the money like Trump who actually get that kind of attraction, and it's nerve-wracking because you don't just get the good attraction, you also get the bad attraction too. You get the haters, you get the clingy people. Go ahead.
Well, I definitely can say from my ex, and that's also one of the reasons why I've stayed like to myself after my breakup with him. Like he did turn out to be a stalker for sure.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah. Yeah. Had I not changed my number, like he would have just kept calling me from unlisted numbers all the time. Like it got really bad. Like, and it's crazy too, because he is an Aries sun, Gemini moon, Cancer. No, actually Cancer moon, Gemini rising.
So he had just a little dose, one dosage of that age. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. The dominant doses would have been a Pisces and a Virgo. But wow, you still had two elements, which makes sure it's pretty potent. But gosh.
Well, Pisces and Virgo, aren't those the signs of serial killers?
I thought that was Scorpio, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Scorpios are known to have that, but oh my gosh, girl, I couldn't have been you in this passing age.
Scorpios don't want to get their hands dirty. They do skullduggery, like Drake and Diddy, and
that's true.
And Beyonce is a half Virgo.
Yeah,
she's a
Virgo. Virgo women are the goddesses of the universe, so they have a whole nother countenance.
Scorpio too. She's half Scorpio too.
Well, my Venus is in Scorpio. Does that count?
But she's a Scorpio female. I mean, I'm half Scorpio male, so I'm kind of like, expressing some self-hatred here. Right. But like
a little Scorpio-ness already in our conversations.
I mean, I'm willing to say some wild, and I'm from Chicago, so I don't have any reason to hide, what I'm about.
I love Chicago. If I ever get a chance, I'm going back there for sure.
Oh,
yeah, my daughter wants to go back, but like it's too wild there. But I don't know. I think that they made the whole black population move to Atlanta. It's time to move back to the Midwest and rebuild it. But that's a different topic. But Chicago's a beautiful city. It's fucked up and it's super corrupt. It's no different than Afghanistan.
Damn. So it really is like Chirac then.
Well, think about it. How many states out there can say they have 3 out of their last 5 governors did penitentiary time?
Damn, that's true. Yeah, you got me there.
All the governors be going to jail. I could have 3 governors that's in jail that went to jail. Yeah, go ahead, bitch. You had Thompson and you had another one. They all went to jail. None of them got a pardon by the president. Not Democrat, not the Republican president. None of them got a pardon. They all got 10 years plus.
Here's that video. That is crazy. Oh my!
Wow.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
I didn't either.
I don't.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Wow.
The teachers union is corrupt. The other unions are corrupt because the mob ran and those ones, whatever. It's a lot of stuff that's really corrupt. The aldermen are corrupt. The gangs have, certain people within certain units. Other mob families there. Chicago is definitely an underworld heaven, though.
Wow.
Or if you're an athlete or something like that, you get worship. Unfortunately, if you're an athlete and you gave a chick HIV, nobody's going to say nothing to you. They're only going to say something to the chick who has HIV. The chick who has it, not the dude that has. They're that type of city.
Wow. I'm sure it's not like that all over Chicago. I mean, goodness, the crap I hear about, it's not worse than freaking New York, though. And I mean, shit I hear about New York is worse.
I don't know, man. Chicago, we can remember this was, and I still believe that Chicago can be the black capital again. We just let a lot of stuff go. I want Chicago to be great again. The Playboy Mansion used to be there. Everything was there. They just took everything away. That's another reason I'm mad at the Democrats. Because look at Chicago. They just ruined that city. They're playing stupid. They got the migrants letting going crazy. And the professional blacks don't want to say nothing about it because there's a lot of political affiliation. And so therefore they just la 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 and get smacked around. And other people are standing up. And so it's really sad, man. But it's a great city.
That that kind of that kind of brings me to another really good subject that we could talk about, like churches,
Yeah.
all over the world, like those that, especially particularly that one guy, what's his name? He demanded that they close the doors until he got like $40,000. What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about he's again another black excellence dude because he's close friends
Yeah,
with that clown ass dude, not Tavis Smiley. He's not a clown. Ricky Smiley. And
yeah.
Ricky Smiley had him on the show, and he was, oh man, the brother says he's making all kind of stupid ass excuses with his guy. And
Yeah.
I seen that.
And it's like I dislike, and this is what, and I can't even believe that it took like Dr. Umar Johnson. He was talking about it. He was like, pay attention to like the churches because they get like 14 million a year, but nothing
Tax money?
at all. Say that again.
In tax money or something when they get 14 million a year with what?
Just people
Maybe
like
tithe
bringing
money.
in like tithings and all of
Tithe
that
money.
stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And nothing gets done in the communities that these churches stand in at all.
That is definitely going to be changing. I'm telling you that right now. That is definitely going to change in this new age. The new
I
age.
hope so. That's why I went to this, and that's why I started watching you. I grew up in church. While the reason I don't know a lot of this shit is because I was in church and I knew something wasn't up, and then I was able to argue with the older people and the older white people, older black people, everybody, and I'm like, I can't do this no more. And then I got in trouble for messing with this girl who was the youth pastor's daughter at the other church, and she was white, but nothing happened with her, but my mom wanted to kick me out to save face, and then she ended up screwing up the whole entire youth group.
Oh, my.
So as a
Wow.
result, but she still has a good name. It's just that the people in the church are like, what was that all about? And she's thinking, I have to show an example. I have to be an example. But the other white people don't be acting like that with their own. And they didn't react like that with me, to be honest with you. They thought my mom was tripping. And the way I used to want to do things was more in line with what they wanted to do than what she did. But the whole point I'm making is that whenever you get these black people with money that go to these mega churches, they're like the phoniest people in the world.
Yeah, they are.
They're the last people on earth that'll believe anything bad about a celebrity or the president or anybody because they're taught to look up to everybody that's successful because all they have to do is put on the veneer of I'm blessed. I'm not saying that for everybody, all black churches.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of churches are empty spiritually and literally.
Oh, yeah.
But
They
as far,
definitely need some money now.
but the
I'll tell you a
mega
story,
churches are
and
just
this is
disgusting. Yeah, they're insidious.
I think a good many of them are very insidious, and they only care about like dumbing down black folks, keeping them from like basically doing what they need to be doing in their communities, uniting and making actual change happen in their communities, and voting for the things that are going to be beneficial for them. They don't want that. The pastors and preachers, they're nothing more than talking heads for the government, trying to
Yes.
keep us where they want us to keep us. It's like a damn plantation for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything they learn, they basically say, like the school system, right? They grip the curriculum from the seminary school, I guess, and however they're in their interpretation of hermeneutics, that's what they use to go and tell people, and this is what the scriptures say, and this is how we do this. And sometimes they teach black prosperity, sometimes they teach what, but at the end of the day, I think they're following a curriculum and they're all Masons.
I agree. I absolutely agree.
And just like the gangs, just like ignorance, and just like the black church has proven itself to be another I don't want to go as far as to say malevolent force. I'll let you or Keisha take it there, but definitely I would say an anchor. Right. If the Black Revolution side won, just like if the West Coast won, the East Coast, West Coast war, I think it would be a whole different situation. Um,
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
think Donald Trump might be Democrat. I think it would be that bad if those two things
He
would
was
happen. But
in the past. He was rooting for the Democrats, in the past, and then all of a sudden he changed his party. So
Yeah,
at least that's what the video said, that he was
right.
definitely a Democrat, and then he just started. He used to talk about Republicans, and then I don't know. I guess all of a sudden he just started acting like an arrogant. He's a Gemini. I mean, they always changing their mind every 50 million gazillion seconds. But Quiet Storm, I just saw a comment that you made on a video. You questioned
Gemini's
my
like,
DNA.
just inconsistent.
Yeah, my DNA. My DNA. You put in the comment section my DNA. I do know what I'm mixed with, but I didn't send my DNA for the ancestral thing. This was through independent. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I guess I should have clarified that time, but I was tired. I was
Well,
getting tired. But
Auntie,
yeah,
you're
I
mixing.
get you.
I remember you saying
I feel
something like that because we used to not. I didn't know what she looked like originally, right? And I remember putting your comment because you said I'm this, and that, and I'm mixed with German and something like that. And I'm like, dang, you must be a hot lady. I remember putting that in your comments because we didn't see what you look. I'm not saying you're not beautiful now. I'm just saying that we did not know what you look like. But before you said what you're mixed with, and I do remember you saying something about German, and I was like, whoa.
yeah, a little sprinkle of the German stuff. Yeah. What were you just about to say, Quiet Storm?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, if you ever do get a chance, like, to send your, your DNA sample to something that can like enhance and show you like more of what's going on and show you whether or not you're royalty, you might want to go to My True Ancestry. They're really good. They're very thorough. And they really opened my eyes on a lot of stuff that I had no idea was going on in my genetics, in my DNA.
She's a
How much do
bloodline
they charge?
royalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a bloodline
How much
royalty.
do they charge?
Let me see. Because when I first did it, I had gotten a deal from the regular Ancestry, because they had like a holiday deal going on at that time. I sent it over to them. And then when I heard My True Ancestry, which is totally different from the original one, like they said you could send your sample over to them and let them just, kind of look over and see what's going on. And I did that. And boom, I Egyptian royalty. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
And that just told me and proved to me that the United States is really Egypt, and that we've been lied to about history the whole time.
It definitely does that. Yeah, it does. It does, Jamal. And y'all seen videos I done about all that. But what I did was I didn't go to my history. I just wanted to see what I was mixed with. That's all I did. And in terms of who I was related to, I just did the regular ancestral thing. When you click the leaves and look through records and stuff. That's all I did in terms of relatives in the past. But I didn't get my blood done to go down my family tree. I didn't do all that.
Yeah, I don't even know how to do all that stuff. I don't even know how to track that. I want to do it. And my dad had that stuff information, but he's gone and I don't know where that stuff is. And my brothers are playing games. So
you should do it then, Jamal. I'm afraid to do it. I mean, I did it through that website. I don't know. I did it through the website. And because look what I'm mixed with. I'm like a freaking rainbow, man. And
and that's wonderful. I mean, like,
yeah, you're a very beautiful man.
And like, finding out whether or not you're
I don't know who I don't know. I don't even know who my dad is anymore. The dad I thought was my dad is not my biological dad. So I don't know.
Wait,
this
you
is
don't know that
where I'm going
information and
with
you still
this.
could
And
do it?
I
Because
try to like
I
talk.
tried to do it. Oh, sorry. Well,
Go ahead, question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, yes, of course, there's a risk with everything, but
Right.
they already have our information on everything anyway. They already have our DNA. They already know what our blood type is. They know every damn thing. So what's it going to hurt to send your DNA sample over to, this particular place in order to find out what your genetics are and whether or not you're royalty? Because I'm thinking, and I don't know if
You break it up. I don't know if you
it'll
near
pan out,
or
but
something.
it's definitely possible that if you
That
want reparations, get that daggone check,
now
and then
here's
be
my
free
thing.
and get out from under this, this fucking system of, oppression and bullshit.
Through my mother, Jamal, is how I linked that to my ancestors through my mother and my grandmother.
Because I never met my grandmothers before. I think that's had a huge effect on me. And I met my grandfathers for about the first 5 years of my life. So I ain't never known my grandparents like that. But I know their names. I know that my grandmother's name is Alv, or my paternal grandmother's name is Alv. Never met her day of my life because she died when my dad was like 14 and my dad was like 39 and my mom was like 19, 20 when they got together. So I'm nowhere near her. Then my grandmother, Coralie, she died when my mom was like 15 or 16 or something like that. So I missed her. But you know what's crazy? I didn't know that I met my great grandmother for 2-3 years of my life before she was gone. So that's interesting. But like, yeah, but I ain't never had no grandparents before.
Wow, I'm sad. Sad to hear that.
I don't want to say I barely had parents. That's being messy and wild as hell. But it's just that, like, I don't know. I have a not a weird family history, but it doesn't go in a straight line like the way most Black people's is supposed to go. And some of that might be my fault. I don't know. But the point I'm making is that, like, I don't know. The point that I'm making is I don't know all their birthdays and stuff like that. So when I go there and try to, I'm like, Dad, what's their birthday? What's the middle name? So I know my grandfather's name was Odell Johnson, but I know the year he was born and I know the year he died, but I don't know I can't remember his birthday. I know I can pinpoint and figure out when my maternal grandmother was born. She died in like 78 or something like that, or 79. I was born in 83. So, damn, my mom, damn, sorry. I just thought about that. That's not a long time from each other. But anyway, yeah. So the point that I'm making is that, you never realize how young your parents are until you get old. Or young your parents were.
I know. My mom had me when she was like, 17. So yeah.
But yeah, the point that I'm making, but go ahead.
My mom had me when
Huh? Would you say quite storm?
I said my mother had me when she was like 42. So I'm a late in life baby. Yeah.
My dad had me at 39.
Yeah.
Wow. But I don't know, you guys. I'll think about that. I don't know. But I already had someone take my blood. This was some crazy. I think I talked about this before. So I was looking for a job, and I thought this person was just trying to get my blood for a drug test or something. But I was doing the heavy. My channel was getting shut down and stuff of that nature and heavy stuff. So he came to my house and he did draw my blood and my weight and everything. I guess people were thinking I was on drugs or something, and I don't know if this undermining person who's hacking my channel, manipulating, needs to verify that. But I guess they got disappointed because the only thing that was in my system was liquor. Nothing else was in my system. So, so someone's running around here with my blood apparently, because I never heard from them people ever again. They just had me look at the results online, and that was the last I heard from them. And I never got a job, nothing from these people.
Damn.
So that's the last time I gave my blood, and I've been kind of paranoid ever since, except for when I did that thing. But I don't know who my dad is. Turned out the dad who I thought was my dad is not my dad. So
I don't know what it is about Black folks, because I'm in the same kind of boat. Like, I don't know who my father is either. Like,
I don't even care.
That's how it goes, man.
I don't even care.
I want to ask about something that's been weighing on my mind, because I'm thinking when you said you got your Egyptian royalty, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that's been messing with me, because and based on what you hear me say, that's going to give you a clue into who I think. If you're an FBA, or even somebody who's from the diaspora, or whatever, from this side of the world as a Black person, you'll have an idea of who I think we are. Yeah. But clearly you're not MAGA, right? And I don't believe you're overly super patriotic American. So why does it make sense for Black people to be super hoteps when, to me, it's the same thing? You're basically saying, well, I'm not saying you're a hotep, but why is that something we celebrate when all you're doing is saying getting whipped, getting oppressed, getting raped, and whatever is okay or wrong depending on the color of the skin of the person doing it? Because the Egyptians did that, or at ancient Kemet, they did that, whatever.
Right.
They were wicked, those pharaohs and everything like that. America did it. Now, I'm a patriotic American, and I don't mind MAGA people, even though I have Black Panther, in my system, and I have Christian, traditional Christian sort of, I don't know how you call it, but the point is that I can appreciate, and I've never felt like race has been an issue. I've always identified with, white people, even being in the hood. I felt like race, I couldn't wait to get past that. So I can understand being a patriotic American, but if you're going to be a hotep or somebody who really values our people being in relation to the people of ancient Egypt or ancient Kemet, why do you respect that, but then not respect the American system when both of them did the same thing? They whipped us in ancient Kemet and in Egypt, and we had to, get God to help us escape. We got whipped and all that and got brought over here. I believe in Deuteronomy 28. So I'm just saying, what's the difference between what those Egyptians did and what the Americans and the British did?
I mean, did I give you that impression that I'm this hardcore patriotic?
Oh no, but you did mention that, and it's just something that jolted me, because I'm like, wait a minute, I just, there's something that's been built up for a while. I'm like, I gotta ask about this, because I believe that could be very well true, and for a number of reasons. But I just, something I've been thinking about. I'm like, why is it that ancient Egypt is so celebrated, but I don't know, by Black people, when it's, I mean, I don't have a problem with it being celebrated. Just like I don't have a problem with America.
Well, let me just say,
I just don't feel.
I had no idea that that's what was going to pop up. And two, there's plenty of empires all across history that have done corrupt, evil, backstabbing, backbiting things that just make history look really shitty for a lot of people.
Ever wonder why your history books feel incomplete?
Yeah, that's true. Just something I was thinking about. But yeah, keep going, because I wanted to hear somebody answer that. Because I was just like, man, that's just been intriguing in my mind more and more. I'm like, I never understood that. Why is it that we're okay with that, but yet we hate, what's happening over here to us when they both did the same thing?
For my people advancing and being free and being out. This is even what that, what you want to call it. I see it as just more of oppression, just under a different name. I want us to be free of that. I want us to have our own shit, do our own thing, have our own bodies, our own lives, our own systems that work for us, instead of trying to Because I know that's what was going on in the beginning. We wanted to assimilate. We wanted to, like, be integrated with these other power structures that really did not give a shit about us, that still don't care about us, that look to destroy us in any and every way they can. And they show us this every single day. I want us to be separate from that, but smart enough to protect ourselves from that, because they don't want us to be to ourselves. They don't want us to have our own businesses, our own banks, our own things that are separate from them. They hate to have us around, but at the same token, they don't want us to be on our own, doing our own shit.
Now, I don't know if they hate to have us around. I think it's more complicated than that. I do think it's a codependency. I think at this point now it's mutual codependency. It's like it's gone from oppression to abusive relationship. I feel like, sorry if that's a bad way to say it, but I feel like Black people have much more leverage in society than what we want to believe that we do. At the same time,
really
a lot of
what
us.
That is.
But I mean, America's a great country, and we could do great stuff. But like, the thing is, it's true. Anybody, especially, and this is where I do get on conservatives at, because anybody saying we need to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps, that is exactly what we did with Black Wall Street and during the era with the Panthers. And we saw what happened in both times, and the extent to which they were willing to go and how far up the chain it went to try to stop it. They literally dropped bombs in Black Wall Street.
Yeah, they did.
They sent, and how come the gangs, even though I'm not trying to be that kind of guy, I have family members as gang members, right? You know, I mean, everybody in Chicago has family members as gang members. Every Black person probably has family members as gang members, and that's doing pen time or whatever. But like, it's funny how the gangs have been able to last for like 60 years, but the Black Panthers and all these other big Black groups have disappeared or waned in power. And I don't mean to try to be like that, because I'm an internationalist. Even though I'm side with the Black Revolution, I still love, I like mixing, mingling with other races and stuff like that, and their cultures, and dealing with women of other races too. Like, I think that's great. But
right.
But no, whenever we try to get our own or try to set the table of terms for it, we get gaslit. Like up here, they try the whole thing of race don't matter, and stop trying to say about race it doesn't matter, which is a form of gaslighting. Let's accommodate everybody by accommodating nobody. And so therefore, we're just going to gaslight everything. Person of color, minority, this person from over here, and like just no regard for what the histories are for anything. Just, we're all just a melting pot, throw it together, mix it up and eat it. Like there's no regard at all. And even though I love Africans, I do definitely think that there is a difference between us, and they keep repeatedly trying to show it to us every time. Go ahead.
To them, how come we can't?
You cut out for a bit. Say it again.
That's my whole thing. I said that's why I'm for getting reparations. Because if any and everyone, every other group of people, they decide they can get the monies that they feel is owed to them, how come it's a big problem when it's, our turn to have what is due to us? That's why I feel, America is going under right now, because they haven't paid the debt that they owed to that. I think they could if they wanted to, because look at the money that they gave over there to Ukraine. And that was a shit ton of money.
Yeah, but I think that what they would owe FBAs and ADOS people would probably be in the trillions. Like by the time they finish paying it off, like if we was to decide, okay, now we're separate, move to Africa or start our own nation, they would go bankrupt. If we were to promise to reinvest it back into the economy, you know what I mean? Then they might be like, all right, fine, that could be a...
Respectfully, look at all the stuff that they've made promises on that they never fulfilled. Do we really owe them anything after that?
Facts. Yes, that's definitely.
I mean,
true.
do Black people owe the Democratic Party, or does the Democratic Party owe Black people? That was the big question.
If we're being honest about this, do we really owe
Because that's what
Any
really made a turn for me. I
thing.
kept thinking about that
Like, say
heavily.
if
I've
they
been
were
really
to
thinking about
give
that a
us
lot.
what we're owed.
Yeah. Jamal, these Democratic
Well, I mean,
issues.
Republican Party, there's no point in talking about them. I mean, what are you going to say? Like, what are you going to say that's news? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to say something that we all know forever. So you're not, the Democratic Party stuff is more news than the Republican Party stuff. The Republican Party stuff is like, what else is new? Like, you know, people will start yawning. You know what I mean? Like, what else is new? We've been knew that.
Facts. So true. All right, let's steer this conversation to another subject. We love talking about politics, don't we? My gosh. But
I like talking about other countries too.
Yeah.
I want to talk about celebrities. Let's talk about celebrities. That's always a nice soft spot.
I'm here for it.
Just to let you guys know, I said I wasn't going to talk about Beyonce and Jay-Z anymore because, but y'all can talk about them. But do note I will more than likely get very quiet once we start talking about those two people. But, I know Beyonce wrapped up her tour. I believe it was yesterday, right? Was it yesterday or today?
Oh, yeah.
Was that yesterday or today?
I think it was yesterday. I'm not sure.
Yesterday? Okay, yeah, it was. She wrapped up her tour. So here's the thing I am irritated with. She wrapped up her tour, and I'm always on TikTok, but I kept getting pinged every 3.5 seconds of this cockamamie tour. And then, her date anyway, her concert or whatever. And then they started.
I know some women who went there.
Huh?
Yeah, I know some people. They did they even went down to Atlanta to go watch her.
Live streamed it, the whole 9 yards. And people were questioning Blue Ivy. You know, I don't like talking about the kids and the blue babies, but they were saying that she was looking so grown. For her to be 13 years old, she is looking so grown. The boobs and everything. They're saying that
she's with the shit.
Huh?
She's with the shit. She's with the business. Like the way you might look at look at the way you would look at a 13-year-old whose parents are gang leaders. Like the way you would look at a 13-year-old's parents are gang leaders, look at her like that. It's like she's with the business. Like, I believe she's even going to be more. She's smarter than her parents, and she's more dangerous. And I heard that she's bad. And Solange beat her ass, and that's the reason why Beyonce and Solange. Beyonce doesn't want her around Solange because Solange doesn't play that. She doesn't care how old you are. You're not going to talk to her crazy. She don't care who your parents are, and you will get smacked up in her place talking nonsense.
What is Solange? I wonder what Solange's little zodiac. Let's see what their little troublemaker is.
Solange is a Gemini Cancer, I think.
She's a Cancer, I think.
I feel.
Oh no!
I love Solange.
She's a Cancer Aquarius.
Yeah, she's amazing. They both are very blessed signs. Like they're very blessed people.
Yeah.
Well, that explains her nonchalant attitude. I never knew a Cancer and Aquarius before. I mean, a Cancer and Aquarius?
Yeah, so she's throwing hands. She's throwing hands on anybody. She don't care if you Jay-Z. She'll throw hands.
Well, anyway, I guess we're going to be dealing with her for the next whatever. Anyway, so here's the little. I heard about Malcolm Jamal Warner unfortunately passing away. May he rest in peace. His death is very suspicious. No one can get their story correct. I just ran across this video. I'm dying to see what it says. Let's see if they can give us a little input on what happened.
In this it's a tragic drowning, but now disturbing.
Did y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are surfacing. His grieving mother, Pamela Warner, isn't buying the official story, and neither should we. In this exclusive deep dive, we'll uncover the chilling timeline leading up to his death, the strange silence from key people close to him, and a string of mysterious warnings Malcolm reportedly gave just days before his final moments. Was Malcolm trying to expose something bigger than any of us imagined? You'll hear from friends, insiders, and even whispers from Hollywood elites. This story is messy, heartbreaking, and absolutely explosive. You won't believe who might be involved and what Malcolm may have discovered that could have cost him his life. So stay with me as we peel back the layers of this tragic tale, because this is where it gets interesting. He was healthy, focused, and finally at peace. That's how those close to Malcolm Jamal Warner described him just days before the tragedy. At 54, he was entering a new phase of life, producing behind the scenes, mentoring young actors, and even hinting at a major tell-all memoir that, according to one source, was set to shake up the industry. Despite staying largely private, Malcolm had been quietly working on multiple projects, and one of them, insiders say, was centered around exposing toxic behavior, manipulation, and abuse within the entertainment world. Some even claim it would have included previously unheard stories from his years on The Cosby Show. He was gathering information, said one longtime friend who asked to remain anonymous. He had files, receipts. He told me straight up, if anything happens to me, this wasn't an accident. But what changed? What shifted the energy from calm to chaotic? According to several close associates, Malcolm started expressing paranoia just 1 week before his death. He reportedly told his mother, Pamela Warner, that he felt like someone was following him. Another friend claimed he abruptly canceled 2 interviews, saying he needed time to get things in order, whatever that meant. Perhaps most chilling of all, a voicemail Malcolm allegedly left on a friend's phone just 48 hours before he was found dead. His voice was low, serious, and shaken. The message reportedly said, "Yo, something's wrong. I'm being watched. I don't know who to trust anymore. If something happens to me, it wasn't my doing. Don't let them tell you otherwise." Those close to him dismissed it at first. He didn't just drown, he was silent.
I don't know about the story. I mean, I heard several different stories. That story is a bit, I don't know about that story. I just don't know about that story. One of the stories I did hear pertaining to Malcolm Jamal Warner wasn't that, but it was definitely, hold on, what did the autopsy was?
He revealed about Malcolm.
Hold on.
Belinda Rashad is finally breaking her silence.
Stop talking. It was the story that I did hear was that he was talking about hip hop industry. He was saying the hip hop industry was corrupted and was going into a really dark direction versus what it was back in the day before Diddy and his gay tendencies came into the forefront. He said it was about preaching about society, what was going on in the world. It was a way for vocalizing our struggles and things of that nature. He said now it's turning into some nudity, twerking, violent, money, sex thing. He was voicing that kind of thing. I even watched a little live feed of it when he came out with that. That's what I was hearing that he was doing. I didn't hear anything about what they were saying. They were talking about something I never heard before, or this tell-all book. That doesn't even sound like him. He never had anything back to say about any cast member on the Cosby Show. I never heard him say anything bad about any of them. So I don't know what that bio was. What do you think, Jamal? I mean, I think it was literally going left field with that.
Well, because here's the thing about that, right? Is that number one, all of the characters, what we love about all the characters in the Cosby Show, and while first of all, the fact that he would be disappeared over that, number one, what powers that be is going to take him out because he exposes something about Bill Cosby? They already don't like him. Number two, who else matters after that? Okay, he's going to say something about Felicia Rashad. Who in this generation is going to really care? So at the end of the day, that don't make no sense. The Cosby Show. Number two, they all seem like, because the kind of show it was when it came out, the president at that time, everything was a very moralistic society, which means that everybody that we listened to, that we looked up to, was like an authority figure, and they knew it. So Felicia Rashad, she was an authority figure as Clara Huxtable and as Felicia Rashad. Bill Cosby, an authority figure on TV as an actor and an authority figure off camera. Well, you know, outside the entertainment. Malcolm Jamal Warner, a positive figure based on the character he played on TV, a positive figure off TV. They were all generally, and then, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not shocked at the other stuff about how, you know, about his dismay towards Black culture and what it's become, because the spinoff from the Cosby Show, of course, was a different world. So again, we take this stuff for granted, but that is a Black show that people watch all the time, which is about, you know, basically the HBCU life, whatever, the college life, the fraternity life, whatever, right? We don't really have no shows like that no more. And if they do, it's always some, you know, it's agenda driven. So the point that I'm making is that I could see him being shunned, not being somebody they care about now, and him probably being too prudish to be in the end. I mean, imagine Malcolm Jamal Warner at a party, right? I mean, he seemed like, yeah, like he just seems like he's probably drinking water. He's probably at most he's being a bad boy by smoking a hookah. At most, like I don't think he's doing nothing. The conversation he's going to talk about, the way he's going to talk, how he's going to pronounce his word. You know what I mean? Like they don't really, that we don't have room for guys like that in our culture no more, especially not at a prominent level. Like, just imagine him in a party with DJ Khaled and Diddy and Lil
They
Durk.
wouldn't be able to handle his level of intelligence and decorum. They will be seriously feeling very awkward around that kind of energy, because they all act like a bunch of childish children. So, and he come from a different era, and that's the problem with, I agree with a lot of things he said on that video in terms of where hip hop was going. I'll share it in my community post after the live show. I agree 100%. Matter of fact, I talked about the other day on where hip hop was going, how I didn't think Jay-Z was a good person to be the head of hip hop. I still believe that right to this day, not getting into the subject about him, but I just want to point that out. But yeah, what I'm noticing here, we're getting a trend here, getting back to the age here. Now, before we were getting a lot of, seem like a lot of Leos are definitely either coming to the forefront or they're passing away or something like that. And then before then, we was getting, what was it? The other set of people were passing away. I forgot. I said it in the last live show. I don't even remember what the hell I said. But I think we're getting into bulks here. And after the Leo, it should be Aquarius. And then I said, when once 4 elements of these zodiac signs are in their corners or are exposed, we are officially entering into the new era. And I think we're definitely getting close to it because he's like the third. Huh?
You were just saying basically what I was picking up on, like, like download wise. I was picking up on there's going to be more Leos exiting stage left and during the whole Lionsgate thing. That's what I kept getting.
Yeah, they either exiting or coming onto the stage, and I'm getting Scorpios. It was Scorpios. Before then, it was the Scorpios. We had Scorpios leaving the stage, Diddy, and we had Scorpios coming on.
I got
the stage.
exiting. That's what I got. They're going to be taken out for sure, and it's going to be
with the new,
definitely them. Like, but Leos especially. Leos definitely during the Lionsgate thing. Like, there's something about the whole Lionsgate portal that they're really, focusing on, and they're trying to get as many Leos, whether sun, moon, rising, stellium, true node, south node, doesn't matter, like getting up out of here for some reason, and I don't know why.
Like King Von,
right? Yep.
Ozzy, what is Ozzy? Is a Taurus.
Ozzy is a Sag, but he's got like Capricorn placements. He's a Cap rising and a Capricorn moon.
Yeah, he definitely has Capricorn energy.
Yeah, for sure.
And the right kind of Capricorn, and the good stereotypical Capricorn energy.
Ozzy,
he's eccentric on top of it.
Did he worship Satan?
Eccentric for.
I was talking about Malcolm Jamal Warner, but you're talking about the other.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, he's on the whole other end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Because I was trying to look up all the people who was passing, and I was trying to look up their signs and see what they were.
And what Malcolm was, he was a Leo sun. Malcolm was a Leo sun, Pisces rising, Pisces moon.
Yeah, I know Malcolm. What about what was Hulk Hogan?
Who?
Hulk Hogan. He gave me some serious Gemini vibes, I'm telling you.
He was a Leo. He was August 11th Leo.
Yeah, he's the American dream. I am a real American. Oh, man.
Come on now, you guys. You guys don't find that freaking weird, man. We got 2 Leos exiting like this. Y'all don't find that weird?
I don't.
Because we're tired of that. Like, listen, man, get some new heroes. We're tired of you guys all being in the mix, all in the video.
I have no idea.
What'd you say?
That's it.
What'd you say, Crystorm?
But he came across hella obnoxious.
Hulk Hogan was a racist. Yeah, he was a racist.
Was he really? I seen him at the Republican convention. I
Yeah,
was like, no way.
During when Trump's campaigns, he revealed his true colors. He made a lot of his old childhood hero memory, whatever you want to call it, just completely desecrated. They were
I mean, he was
really
like, you gotta go to Trump, but he's
Flushed
gonna
down the
fight
toilet.
crime. He's gonna. I mean, he took it back to the '80s. He basically took it to that level. But like, I
yeah.
heard that Hulk Hogan is. People are. That's been something I've been hearing about the last like 5 years or so. Like Hulk Hogan is racist.
Yeah, he racist as hell. He definitely revealed his true colors. This age
Oh
really
yeah,
reveal people true colors, don't they?
But you know what's funny
yes it
though?
does.
If I had have known this 30 years ago, I probably would have accepted that as well. I mean, come on. I mean, he's Hulk Hogan.
During that
He doesn't
time,
want he doesn't want niggas, you know, getting with his kid. He did his daughters and stuff like that because that's I think where the core of his racism comes from. I'm not shocked. Think about it. He's a classic American, so of course he's going to be known when they have the most classic, American type presidents. Where you have a Reagan or a Trump. I mean, those are the perfect guys for somebody like Hulk Hogan. Hero for the kids. Don't do drugs. Bad guys go to jail.
yeah,
You
that's
know
what
what I mean? That kind of energy. You know what I'm saying? So for him, and then of course he's like a super duper 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 American hero type of guy. So to be shocked that he wouldn't be like, you know, overly down with black culture. I mean, I'm not shocked by that. Like, that's something I would expect. But he's one of those guys where you go, well, I mean, of course he gonna be kind of rich. Like some of those mobsters in Chicago, or some of the mobsters in New York. Like, is it hard for you? Would it be hard for you to accept that John Gotti or his father or Sam Giancana is racist? You know what I mean? You would still respect them. You know what I mean? Or like,
Right.
so that's what I'm saying. I looked at Hulk Hogan, like, kind of like, of course he's racist.
If we were in the old age, yes, we would have just overlooked it because we overlooked a lot of things. But now people are not overlooking a damn thing. He's not even in our minds anymore. He's literally discontinued, not respected, because I don't respect racists. And when I found out he was racist, please, I'm not posting that. No, I'm not overlooking a damn thing, because if he's racist, that means he thought the torture of our ancestors was well in their rights. I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay, that part I don't know what you're talking about. I thought when I said that I was okay with him being racist, I was looking at it in the context of the proximity of black people to it being in his family or in his circle or in his whatever, what type of people around him. Anything outside of that, I don't know about. I just remember he was at the Republican convention for Trump, and I remember him as a kid, and Ronald Reagan was the president as a kid. I used to look up, like, I don't know. It's just it was all mythological to me. So the point that I'm making is that I'm looking at it from that context. I'm not really understanding the racism any further than that. Like, I figure that's as much as I understand as far as it goes. Anything more than that, I don't know about. You have to tell me about that.
Oh, I don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm gonna be real with you, but I'm just kind of shocked that the Leos are passing away. And before we had Scorpios was getting in the forefront. I mean, what's before that? Was Tauruses before that? I mean, the Izzy, Lizzie, what the fuck that girl name is? The big girl who went small now. Her name Lizzie, Izzy. What is her name?
Oh,
Lizzo.
Lizzo. Her. She's a Taurus.
I found out his birthday though.
I love Lizzo.
He's a Leo. He's a Leo with a Virgo moon. Hulk Hogan is.
Oh yeah,
Taurus midheaven.
Oh yeah, so he definitely feels like he is that guy. He is that dude.
Oh, so that's what it is, you guys. I just had that's what it is. The Tauruses was put in the forefront during the Lizzo, whatever her name is. I'm a fan of hers as well. Lizzo, it was Taurus is this. Candace, what's that talk show lady who always getting into with people? That black lady, is her Candace Owens, is that her name? With the bob haircut?
Yeah.
She's a black lady? Yeah, her.
You said with the bob, you said the bob haircut.
Yeah, shoulder length bob. Isn't that a bob cut? It's a bob cut. That's what it is.
I know. Oh, yeah, okay. I never thought about that.
Yeah, she always have the neutral between. Don't get me See, Kiki gonna come
Okay,
out.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Teachers and all those kind of people have to wear. Professional black women, they have their hair like that in the 80s when they wanted to get real jobs.
Yeah, when they're trying to blend in with the when you get to okay, so we have Candace, who's a Taurus. We have Lizzo, who's a Taurus, and that was literally put out on the forefront. All we heard is about Taurus people, and Tauruses go a lot of Tauruses out there. And then we had Scorpios that was in the front with the Diddy and the Tisha Tales and all the other Scorpios. And now we have Leo.
Tisha Tales the Scorpio? I love Tisha Tales. I can't believe she's a Scorpio.
Yeah, she just don't get your britches together, Jamal, okay? We know you have infatuations with your Scorpios. Anyway, let me quit.
Well, Scorpio women like Zaza Ali, I'm super invested in her.
Yeah, we know you like the Scorpios. We know. Okay, and then now we have the Leos exiting and coming onto the stage. But then we have the element of the Aquariuses who are definitely coming and is lingering and is getting very stronger. Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm still flabbergasted here. That means we're going to have some Aquariuses exit the stage.
Yeah.
And we're going to have Aquarius coming onto the stage. Believe it or not, now I hate to say this, it looks like even though Epstein is dead, but he's kind of both. He exits the stage, but he's coming back onto the stage, even as a corpse.
Yeah.
So he's really representing the age of Aquarius. He's like his entrance and his element and his whole existence is like a judgment factor on everything. He's literally, his essence and his time on earth is putting a mirror on a lot of freaking people. Even though he's corrupted as hell, but it's putting a spotlight on so many people, which is definitely the element of the age of Aquarius. Even though he's a very corrupted, evil man, but he's putting a mirror on a lot of shit. And he's dead.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I think he's kind of overrated because if you guys heard of Whitney Webb, you guys have to have heard of her.
See, this is why my views are not real. It's clearly 3 of us here, but it's only showing 2. I'm telling you, my views are not fucking real.
No.
But yeah, if you heard Whitney Webb, she exposed Epstein's not, and Epstein, like Diddy, is not at the top of the chain.
Oh, of course not. But I'm just saying,
he's one of
he's a dirty. He's a Mossad agent. Like I posted that story on my IG story, right? You have Anthony Blinken not trying to make politics again because obviously Epstein, he crosses political boundaries, international boundaries. But it just showed just one example, right? Where one of the Secretary of State, his stepson, he's a stepdad, is Ghislaine Maxwell's father, and they're all Mossad agents, and then you have other people on the other side. You have the Prince Andrew. So like these guys, he's an agent. These guys are agents.
Epstein is basically like, the ghost of Freakoff's past, for real.
He's a middleman. I don't know if he's a middleman, but he's like, I feel like he's sort of like the guy that binds everything together. I don't necessarily know that he's at the top of the chain. I don't think he's a small fry. Ain't nobody paying him that kind of money. I don't know. But like he was a Mossad agent, but he wasn't at the top of the chain.
No, he's just one that was dumb enough to get caught. Actually, he was the procurer of a lot of these, just seedy things that involves young underage children, just like Diddy. Like they're one of many, and it's plenty of them. That's the main reason why the whole Diddy case, they didn't show or tell everything that was going on. They mainly focused on the freaky sex, but they didn't talk about the sex that they were doing with children. Right. They didn't talk about the sex that, these famous people were doing against children. They weren't talking about that, and they should have. But the main reason,
well, they didn't talk about the blackmail sex, gay sex he was doing with other guys. You know what I mean? And how I'm sure you guys do. How you got Diddy walking up to Fabulous and Jadakiss talking about when we going party, and these guys are looking nervous and shaking and all this type of shit. Like, I believe that he's had. Just like I think he smashed every female and every dude named. I think he's had all these gangster rappers I think he's had all their butts, most of
I
them.
believe he has. I
Who,
absolutely believe he has.
Hell yeah, he did. Did he? Yep, he did.
Yeah, including Justin. And Justin, he's you know, crashing the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
you don't crash out like that and have nothing, you know, bad happen to you like that. I
That's because
absolutely
that
believe
veil
that
is
he
broken.
was
That veil is breaking, so he can't hide behind that. Because you know, Justin Bieber is a Pisces, so he was getting hit real hard. You know, and that veil is breaking. You know, so he can no longer hide behind the deceit and the veil of the Pisces age, like, you know, Trump and all the motherfuckers did. He's like, damn, I don't have that veil anymore. And so they see me now. Damn, they see me. So a lot of them can't handle that, you know, authentic, you know, reveal. They just can't.
He also spent a lot of time in Black culture. So they've kind of shown him how to, like, he's kind of got the sort of, he knows how to crash out. He knows that element, how to crash. He's been in Black culture. So if he's going to crash out, he knows how to crash out.
Yeah, well, he needs to go. You know what help? Well, I can't even speak right now because I'm getting tired. We're gonna probably end in a minute. You know what would help Justin Bieber to overcome this instead of trying to throw up the bottles and pop the pills is to live through it and expose what he has done. He needs to get it off his chest. He needs to get it out. His problem is he's too busy trying to suppress it. He's trying to suppress it and get rid of it, but it's not going away. And I'm sorry, it's not going away. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going nowhere.
No. And I'm speaking from personal experience who went through trauma. You have to live through that crap. You have to own it.
Needs to confess everything.
Exactly. But he's afraid. He's afraid that Diddy and his little homeboys who are still out here is going to get to him. But you know what? One thing that Justin Bieber had on his side, although the Pisces age is descending, but he's a Caucasian. And I was like, you do know you're white, right? So no,
he's white and commercial.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can literally flip the script and have every racist motherfucker.
No, but no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Plus, he's a Canadian too. We don't do that. No. Justin Bieber, he's not doing that.
You are in Canada. We are just saying that, you know, if he wants to, I'm not saying he's going to do that, but I'm saying if he wants to, he has that option to do
No, he's not going out like that. I mean, you're basically like saying the guy, hey, man, you know, you could just snitch on all these guys and you could avoid doing all that time. And you've got all this credibility and you built this. No, man, you have to follow his
I don't think you have any time. I don't think you have time. I think Justin Bieber will first of all, I don't know. I think he's more of a victim, more so as the villain of this. I think he's more of a victim of it. But I just think he's probably ashamed of what he had to witness. And I think a lot of people who we saw witness these things, he's afraid of, you know, because let's face it, he don't got a lot of people in his corner. Most people in his corner are leeches, even down to his wife. She was infatuated. She was under that Pisces fucking spell. So just imagine. I'm just saying, I just think she and him are definitely not going to be together long. But I do think Justin Bieber needs to go ahead and expose everything and put it on the forefront. He could be another Cassie. Whereas he
doesn't want to go out like that, man. He doesn't want to go out like that.
Well, I'm just saying, Pisces do have a tendency to start talking about some stuff. They are known to reveal some things. I'm just saying.
Yeah, my son is like that, even though he does a lot of dirt. He's in trouble right now. But I'm just saying, like, that's true. But I'm just saying, you're looking at it from the perspective of how you're looking at it. I'm looking at it from his perspective and his crowd and how he wants to be, who he wants to be associated with, who he wants to be respected at from, and where he wants to go. I don't think he wants to go.
Why would you want to be respected by these people, though? That's the part I don't understand. Why would you want to be respected by people who drugged you and had you doing some pretty obscene, inhumane, and diabolical shit? Why would you want to still respect these motherfuckers? I would not want to respect any of these people. I mean,
well, because think about it, right? He still has to go and deal with. He still has to deal with Ray J. He still has to go and see. You know, he still wants to be loved by Black. He can't just come to Ontario and hide forever, right?
Well,
like
he won't be. He'll be hated by the Black people. He's starting to lose fans because he's still lying about what he's done. So he will be embraced more by the Black people, not to mention people who are victims themselves. He'd be embraced for telling his truth and probably get a lot of empathy and sympathy because of what he gone through. So I don't think it'll.
Yeah,
I don't think you
because
get that
he's
And I
reaction.
famous right
think there's a
now.
lot of, because you have to remember, there's other, you at that time period when Justin Bieber, again, I can't believe we didn't notice this, but this is, we're going back to '09. He, do you know how many women constantly, older women constantly talked about what they want to do to Justin Bieber, and they knew he was underage, and they made jokes about it. So you have to
I
think
remembered it.
he's
I
probably been
remember when
turned out
Jenny
by
McCarthy was
so
grabbing
many
his ass
older
and kissing
women.
him. I
Go
remember
ahead and
that.
tell him. Go ahead and tell him, Quiet Storm, why they have that extra infatuation. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell him. I've been saying it throughout the entire live show because of that Pisces age. That's why. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Pisces age. I remember when the Katy Perry's grabbed his ass. I remember when Jenny McCarthy grabbed his ass, kissed him on the neck. I even remember when that one, what's his name? Talk show host. He was a British talk show host back in the day. He was hitting on him too. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, we saw Justin get passed around.
You know who is another Pisces who people are saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just thought she was the greatest singer in the world? Rihanna.
Yep.
Rihanna.
I did not like Rihanna for a while, but I really respect her now. She just has like just complete empress goddess energy just emanating from her. Like, you know, it's just like, whoa. She's, you know,
because she's
she
an Aries,
stands
you're responding to it
exalted.
because you're Scorpio.
She stands exalted. So, and she beat Jay-Z and she beat Beyonce and she beat all these other people. Like, she has
She
them
beat
by the
Chris
ball.
Brown too, if you let her tell it.
Well, I mean, okay, she, you know, she lost that fight, but still, that's not funny.
They
were
fighting. It wasn't no I'm beating her ass like Ike Turner. It was literally fighting.
But they was going back and forth though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. But the point that, man, notice she wasn't trying to throw Chris Brown in the bus. She was like, all right, whatever. I'm over it. But she could, and look at Chris Brown. So she, I mean, what would she look like being with Chris Brown right now anyway? It's not like she was going to change him. So
Rihanna
the point that I make,
Rihanna is a Pisces Aries. That explains so much of her character.
She has very dark energy, though, a very dark, mysterious energy.
That's that Aries. She's a Pisces Aries.
She did admit to being a devil worshiper, so I don't know if any of that's true or not, or if she was joking or not. But
she was the Illuminati princess, but now it seems like she's flipped. Like, she don't be at the parties no more. Like, you notice, like once she was done, she's done. She don't even want to drop. I don't know if she's gonna drop music, but whatever. If she does, she's gonna be independent. Like, she don't even live in the U.S. I don't think.
She stay in the U.S. Her and her little cheating bisexual boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, ASAP. I thought they lived in England.
No, they stay here in America.
Oh no, they live in California. But they're okay. But it's like they live in a house that you would never expect Rihanna to be at. Like, she's kind of low key. Like, she's not really like, you know.
I won't put nothing past that damn girl.
And now
you think she's still with the business?
What business?
You think she's still down with the Illuminati industry business?
Probably not.
No. If anything, she was just a puppet. I mean, no black people are in the Illuminati. You do know that, right? They're only puppets at the Illuminati.
I think she got scared, really.
Well, of course, Rihanna keeps having babies because she don't want to go back to the music industry because Jay-Z still own her catalog. So that's why she's not trying to go back to the music industry, because he'll have a huge chunk of it. And let's face it, bitch better have my money. I mean, you know who she was talking about.
Yeah, she's talking to Jay-Z. That song's about Jay-Z.
So that's why.
But Jay-Z doesn't want no more smoke with Rihanna right now. And not to mention, he probably smashed Rihanna when she was underage.
He gonna deny it as whatever. I don't even want to
and she's gonna deny it too.
I bet she's not stupid. She know how bread is butter.
So, but she has more money than Jay-Z right now. Oh no, she doesn't have more money than Jay-Z.
Up until she met ASAP.
Would you say? Christ, don't repeat that. I'm sorry.
I said I feel like they still smashed up until she met ASAP. I really do.
No, she didn't.
No,
she didn't need him at that point.
No, Jamal. I heard. Well, probably not. But Jamal, I heard about that blind item. I did a blind item on one of my live shows, and it was told that Beyonce called Jay-Z, you know, beating his meat to one of Rihanna videos.
Believe that.
Yes.
I could believe that. I mean,
Lord have mercy, I cannot.
that must have been a pretty good night. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Jamal, you need to go ahead and get you some because you are seriously on this damn live feed.
He's definitely being his scorpionic self right now.
I'm just saying, like, I don't think that's that big of a deal that he.
Scorpios are some freaks.
They are. Lord have mercy. Damn.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm a Chicago dude too, so we're all raised by R. Kelly. We're not gonna sit here and lie. But
you just a fucking freak.
Chicago people are very freaky. What are you talking about? Everybody in Chicago is a freak.
A lot of people are freaky. Scorpios are just freaky. All Scorpios I know are some freaks.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, either y'all killing or y'all fucking. It's one of the damn two.
I know, right?
For real.
She said it.
I'm surprised.
I'm just saying, because I have a good imagination, a good spiritual imagination. So I could read people, and so I read Rihanna as being, this. Like, I believe she has dark energy. At the same time, I believe she's very organic and very like loves the earth and that type of stuff. And I think that.
But Rihanna is listen to what I'm saying here. Yeah, it's on the screen right there. Rihanna is a Pisces sun and a moon. Pisces sun and a moon Aries. Ascending Aries. She's also a fucking ascending Aries. Which explains why I have this why I don't like her, because I don't get along with Aries. I don't know if I have that cosmic intuition to just have I have a really bad history with Aries, and they have nothing. I can't even talk because I'm trying not to get really upset. But anyway, I have a bad history with Aries. Really tormenting, bad history with every fucking Aries. And this little woman here used to come in my comment section on IG and talk mad shit. In my DM talking mad shit because I had something to say about her little boyfriend at the time, Chris Brown.
Wow.
Yeah, this is back in the day when I was hitting them 3-digit Ks. Yes, I got into it with a lot of celebrities. This is one of them.
Oh yeah, that's true. I could believe. Oh man. Well, if it's like that, then
she was a troll.
Okay, then she's with the business then. I mean, because why would you be trying to defend Chris Brown at that point unless, granted, she probably understands Chris Brown. I believe she loves.
I didn't say anything bad about Chris Brown. I was talking about her. I was talking about both of them. But she didn't like what I said about her. I said what I say now. I said I think they were fighting each other. I think she was running her mouth, accusing, hitting, punching, whatever. He snapped. She probably said something. And that's what I said. And she did not like what I said. The little heifer had a little 2 cents. Remember, she used to troll Karachi, whatever her name is.
Yeah, and she sure did. And used to say some real derogatory things about her, like putting out little rice cakes and.
Hell yeah. Which explains everything. She's a fucking Aries. Aries are drama
on the side of it and shit. Like I remember.
I won't lie. She gives off the vibe of a racist black person.
Forth with Teyana Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Like she gives off the vibes of somebody that could be a black person that's racist to another black person. She could do that.
She give off the Aries. That's what the fuck she give. Aries are like that. You see freaking Courtney on the Kardashians. She's an Aries. She always starting drama with people. Isn't she the one who just went off and smacked freaking Kim? They just.
The Kardashian Centers is a different story. They're famous for no reason. They have a dark history. You can't expect anything good to come. They steal from black. Like they already show you up front their history. Whereas Rihanna, she has a nicer history to start off with, and it went.
If we're gonna say, whether or not she's a girl's girl, I'll say maybe when convenient. I don't think that she's gonna do that shit willingly, for real.
Yeah.
She loves men. She does love men, and she strikes me as being fairly forgiving, though for whatever reason, I don't know what Drake did, but she don't seem to want nothing to do with him. Again, she'd rather deal with Chris Brown than raise with Drake. I don't know what Drake did, man.
And I'll tell you this
I don't know. The truck.
I don't like Drake.
Quiet Storm, are you near the kitchen or something?
I really don't, because
Are you near the kitchen?
he's done some on Twitter trying to get at me because I called his ass out that I don't appreciate, and I know it was him.
Who?
Drake.
Oh yeah, Drake. He always talks
Like
shit.
Drake back when that whole the thing with Kendrick Lamar was going off, and
Oh yeah, he needs.
well,
to
actually, it
that
started earlier than that when he did blackface. Remember that?
Oh
when he did blackface.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was calling
I
him out
can't
then,
comment on that. But
and he disliked that a lot, and he let me know, like under like his little burner account and whatnot. I knew it was him.
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds
Like he's
Drake
trash.
is a Scorpio too.
Yeah.
yeah, he is very petty. He's very petty, and he's But here's the thing about Drake though, like if you're from Toronto, number one, he's not like the average Toronto dude, even still. But like, he doesn't need black people. To be honest with you, right? He's the first ever hip hop that just truly does not need black people while still being able to carry the culture. If you understand what I'm trying to say.
Drake can go back to acting if you want to. He was a really good actor.
He really could. He could go right back to Wheelchair Jimmy for real and just stay there for real.
I mean, he still one. He is an all-time great artist. I'm not going to sit here and say he's not, but it's just that. And also, I could say why it's silly. Kendrick won, but I could see why I could say why I think it's silly for black people to think Kendrick took the culture back for obvious reasons. But and I don't respect that 20v1. We have to retaliate about that. But as far as everything else, as far as everything else concerned in relation to him and Rihanna, again, I don't understand why Rihanna is so resistant towards him and why she's willing to forgive and deal with other people, even lesser people than him, and engage with them more so than she is him. I don't know what's going on, but they both give off some dark energy.
My theory on that is because she got a taste of what his stalker side was capable of, and it scared the hell out of her. And she wanted to stay the hell away.
Yeah, Drake is definitely a stalker. Because remember, a Scorpio male carries the female side of the Scorpio sign. Scorpio females carry the male side. Like Scorpio females are masculine. Scorpio males are feminine. They're divas. They have a diva side to them. Like it's the feminine side.
No wonder he's always bitching towards women, always trying to go after women instead of going after guys. That makes sense.
Wait. To be fair, there is not one single rep. Unlike J Fold, he does never ducked any smoke. He, as a Toronto Canadian dude, he has stepped up to everybody, put his crown on the line. He drops albums every year. Unlike certain other artists, he doesn't wait every 3-4 years. So it's the right. So you can't say that. He takes shot. Jay-Z does not want smoke with him. That's why he sent Kendrick to be his proxy and his puppet. And we all know that. Okay. Jay-Z been ducking this guy.
I'm still trying to come to some grasp on you calling Rihanna forgiving. I'm still trying to,
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Like, how is
I'm like, forgiving? Are you fucking kidding me? Give me a break. I mean, Pisces are some freaks. They are. Just saying. But forgiving, I don't think so. If she's forgiving,
I think that's like, just misguided.
yeah. I mean, if she's forgiving,
I could be wrong, obviously, but I'm just saying, like, he doesn't strike me as like she could be a girl's girl, but at the same time, she doesn't strike me as this fire-breathing feminist neither. She's a woman that definitely lives in her power, and she knows she has it, but she does not.
I don't see that either, personally.
You don't think she's a woman that lives in her power?
What'd you say, Quiet Storm?
Yeah. I said, I see her as, I don't see her as a feminist either, personally. And she does, she does work from her power, her solar plexus, for sure.
Yeah.
But, in terms of like her being like a forgiving person or something, like I kind of feel like, if you piss her off, like she'll be just as underhanded as the next person, I feel.
No, she'll definitely do you dirty.
Aries
true
people, just like
sentiments.
Scorpios, just like some Scorpios, can be very vindictive, very petty, and they will wait around until you're at a weak moment to strike. They will do that.
Yeah, she definitely gives off some. In terms of feminines, let me see. I guess, but in terms of in the community and a wide spectrum of femininity,
Mm-hmm.
She on the fence with that one. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm not the right person to judge her because
Right.
it's I'm trying to be fair, but I don't know. My intuition is definitely kicking in here.
Yeah,
And
my intuition is jumping hard, and I'm getting
my head
definitely
is really
different feelings.
hurting. Yeah, my head is hurting because I'm thinking I'm getting a lot of dark vibes from her. I don't know why. I
Yeah.
feel like she's not authentic for some reason. She seemed remember she got into the industry when she was like 14, 15 years old. So she was literally raised in the industry. So her knowing her true self, does she even know her true self, or is she just surviving in her richness right now? Whatever works, make her
Well, no,
money.
I think she's come to know her true self, and I think credit to Jay-Z that he recognized in her that she was an international prodigy. Like she doesn't necessarily make black music. She makes international music, right? She makes pop music. So because Jay put her in that space, he gave her a lot of room to be able to basically experiment who she is.
Get there.
Yeah, he gave her something. He sure the hell did. He gave her something.
Well, I mean, number one, she's like I said, like I think personally, I think she's richer than they are. I think that they have too many expenses. Like I said, I think she has them by the balls. I don't think he wants any smoke with her right now. Neither does Beyonce.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. Another reason why she came up so fast, even though she had no experience in her makeup line or anything of that nature, is because she was a Pisces. Because there were other celebrities who came out with a makeup line and actually went to school to even learn it, and she did not. Another reason she got this viral thing with no fucking study is because of the Pisces age.
But also,
I don't know about that. Now you're tripping on that one.
She never went to school for makeup. She
never
made
her beauty also helped get her in the door, though. Did it not?
What'd you say, Questor?
Her beauty helped her get out too.
Also helped get her in the door, though.
Oh yeah, her beauty definitely did that. Not to mention her horniness. Making every guy hard looking at her. So that definitely helped. A factor.
Oh yeah, anyway, I won't go there, but I'm just saying,
Jamal. Okay, so
but I'm just saying, but like, I'm like, I didn't like her before neither. I thought I got dark vibes from her, but over time, I started to just really respect her and just look at her as just a woman who lives in her power. Even though I do believe she's a witch, I do believe she was a quote unquote, Illuminati princess. I think she was down with the craft. But at the same time, I think it's turned her into a very spiritually powerful, independent woman. And her and ASAP is, I think the industry, the fashion industry, put them together.
That's anyway.
Huh?
What is ASAP?
I think he's a Libra.
What is his real name, by the way?
I don't know.
Rakim, because Drake said it during the Family Matter. His name is Rakim. Rakim talking shit again. Guess because he hit my BM first, nigga. Do the math while I was hitting in. I didn't even know you. Oh man.
He has no elements of the new age or the old age, so he's literally what you see is what you get. So
yeah, pretty much.
He said that. That all I care about is jiggy fashion. I can't relate to the struggle. I've enriched my whole time. He's from the ASAP crew. Those guys put in they were older gangsters that put in work in the streets. He was enriched his whole life. He can't relate to people. All he likes to talk about is jiggy fashion and girls, and he said that himself. He's very superficial. He said that. He wears his nail polish. He's very superficial. He does not care.
And he felt that superficial. No wonder they're, pretty, I guess, neck and neck.
Yeah, because this says here, he
superficial.
He had no effects. What you see, he's like, I guess, Will Smith from the passing age of Pisces. He basically came up, his talents, you know, got him to where he was, and not to mention his looks, but it was no effect from the ages or anything of that nature, not until now anyway, in terms of
Right.
Will Smith. And the same thing with A$AP Rocky. He's a Libra and Cancer. He has no effect on these ages at all. Rihanna, however, okay,
Yeah,
let's get back to her.
Rihanna does.
She definitely had an effect. I mean, because I'm going to be real with you, and I know what y'all going to say. Go ahead and list me. I actually like Kim Kardashian's makeup line and her little skims. I'm going to go ahead and put that crap on out there. And she actually did go study that shit a little bit. I'm gonna put that crap on out there. And I have to say I do like it. I wear her makeup. I wear her lipstick. I do like it. I don't really wear a lot of Fenty stuff, but I do have Fenty stuff. I'm just saying. I'm just
saying, how do you respect the Kardashians more than you respect Rihanna? Because how the Kardashians?
I don't respect the Kardashians. I never said that. I just use them as points of fact making.
I mean, they are. I mean, they are clearly a dark. They are a family of pure witches.
They are culture appropriation. They have literally gaslighted our culture for so many years. I have no respect for them, but I'm just bringing them as a fact in terms of make this point.
They
right
are.
now.
Because it feels like you have more regard and more respect for their wealth than you do for Rihanna's. Even though some people have more respect for their wealth than they do for Beyonce's, which I think is crazy because Beyonce earned hers. I think whatever you want.
All I did is bring up is that I said something bad about the Kardashians. Remember I told you that Courtney is a drama starter. All she does is star drama all the time.
Yeah. We know that, but I mean that's how they can't really do nothing else. They don't really have any. I don't consider them very deep people. They're marginally attractive. They make themselves look attractive. Yeah, every guy would smash them, but who wants to wipe that?
I said about them, Kim Kardashian. I'm always talking bad about them.
I bet you Kim Kardashian is a drink.
It's here right here. This is why she was probably getting a lot of praise. Quiet Storm. She's a freaking half Libra, half Pisces.
She's a Pisces too.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
That's why. That's why.
And Kanye, he was a Pisces too.
Was he not? I thought Kanye, he had nothing to do with when we looked up him. He had no elements of the ages. Hold on, except for Gemini. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, Kanye's a super Gemini.
Yeah, I think Kanye had no other elements of the new age. See? He had, oh my gosh, you guys, no wonder he became a billionaire. He's literally half Gemini, half Pisces. Except for he's talented as hell, but still, that's why his extra infatuation and all the bullshit he did over the years is overlooked because dude was two elements of that age. That's some potent stuff right there. That explains.
But I don't know how the ages affected him. I mean, people overlook this is a very polarizing age where there's people will say, I'm rocking with this person no matter what. You can tell me everything in the wrong, still staying with them.
They are doing that to Kanye.
You said what?
A little bit. They are still they were treating him like a cult like. They're not, a lot of them are kind of fading away now, but they were treating him like a cult like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't know if that's because of the ages as much as it is. He's
it's definitely the ages. The man is a womanizing jackass. He has no respect for women.
That bothers me. And he definitely, I don't think, doesn't care about black. That really bothers me. I don't care that he smashed a whole bunch of white girls. I just don't see why there's no black women at all. And you're Kanye, all these black women love you and are craft.
You don't like
I mean, lots of us are colorists. I mean, I'm sorry to say I shouldn't have said it like that, but that's just something we kind of live with forever. Wow. And I caught myself with that.
And you know what? You know what else? The sad reality of Kanye West is he actually became the living embodiment of you either become the hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like in real time.
Yeah. Especially doing that
transition. He really did.
From Pisces to the Aquarius, he was definitely unraveling, wasn't he?
Because when he came out mid 2000s after Hurricane Katrina happened, and he stood before the world telling everybody George Bush doesn't care about black people, everybody cheered. Everybody agreed because we saw the shit that was going on.
Right.
what was going on. And then later, now he's become like this super racist, this, black skinhead, basically wearing, walking around wearing old, pointed ass, dark, Klan outfit. It's crazy. It's really crazy.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Yeah,
I'm gonna,
I hate what happened to Kanye.
yeah, you saw him. Yeah, that veil. He needed that extra veil to, to deceive people. That veil was allowing him to say a lot of those things and get away with it. If you go back, he probably said a lot of crazy shit that we just didn't pay attention to.
Well, he wasn't doing that when he first came out. This is when he turned dark around 2006, 2007. Like when he came on College Dropout, that was pretty pure. That was pretty, he represented a huge faction of the black community that was like that.
Was alive at the time, so she probably made sure she served that in some kind of, interesting route. But after she died, he just started showing out. He's showing up on a red carpet, drinking liquor and stuff. I mean, he had no respect. His respect went out the door. People can call it grieving and mourning. I lost my mom too. You didn't see me running around here acting like I don't got no home training. So he needs to stop using that as an excuse to act like this. It's no longer an excuse anymore. He loved playing a villain, don't he? Love playing not the villain, but the victim. I meant to say the victim. Yeah.
Yeah, he does because again, he's the. I hate to keep saying that because he's Gen X, but it's just like he loves to play that role. He knows that he comes from that schooling. I need to play and act like this, and it's irritating. To be honest with you, I know it goes through his head, and I know what he's thinking, and it's very like, come on, man, like. Thank God we're millennials. Like we moved past that. And you're still trying to put on this act. We know what you're doing. I don't know why people are still fooled. And you need to stop before you end up out of here with a destroyed legacy and you can't do nothing for Chicago at that point.
Oh, his legacy is already destroyed. I mean, he's done.
There's no going back.
Kanye is done. We're not even with
Chicago still support him though. Chicago still support him to a great degree.
Really?
Yes. Even the professional black people and the streets and the GDs.
Well, he better shape up for they not support his ass anymore. The way he's running around here acting like a fool. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. It was fun speaking to you, Jamal, in a quiet storm.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Y'all have a wonderful night.
You too. Have a great night, Queen. And you too, Quiet Storm. Much love.
Speak to you guys next week. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Ever wonder why your history books feel incomplete? There's a whole world of hidden knowledge waiting to be uncovered. From the ancient wisdom of the Anunnaki to the forgotten black gods, we're diving deep into the truths that have been buried for far too long. Imagine discovering your true heritage, unlocking spiritual potential you never knew existed. It's time to challenge what you've been taught and embrace a legacy that's been waiting for you, ready to embark on a journey of revelation. Let's unravel the mysteries together and reclaim the power of our ancestors. This isn't just history, it's your story waiting to be told. Are you ready to see the world through new eyes?